Hello, Internet!
Hello, Internet! Welcome, everybody. It's good to see everybody. We're here for another exciting episode of Dirty 20 here at Proficiency Bonus. Did you have to catch that?
Oh, okay. Me turning it on, so...
I don't have my chapstick.
You don't have your chapstick?
I don't have my chapstick.
You didn't bring it at all?
No, my lips are gonna be so dry.
If you want to go out there, Amanda might have some that you can grab.
This will fix it.
That's not chapstick. What is even that? What?
If you're watching right now and you have chapstick,
send some our way.
send some our way.
It.
Yeah.
To Proficiency Bonus. P.O. Box, Provo. No. South Carolina, 11111.
Well, welcome, everybody. We're so glad that you could join us. So I think this is, I believe this is episode 19. That's what I typed into the title. So I'm hoping that I'm correct. It's good that you guys are here. We have a lot going on, an exciting episode planned for you tonight. First, I want to thank some of our partners and sponsors. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with them. And we also want to thank our good friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for partnering with us as well. You can find awesome links and other things to their stores, their online stores, by typing in !Little Dragon or !CCG in the chat. We will get links to their storefronts. If you order from Little Dragon Corp, you can use the coupon code PROBONUS and get 10% off of your order. So please do that and tell them we sent you, because they are awesome. They have awesome dice and they support us by all sorts of things, giving us that discount code. They also send us lots of dice for special giveaways during special events. So they do support us in that manner as well. So make sure you go support them.
Show them some love.
Show them some love. They could use it,
We
especially with difficult times where they keep on getting shut down and then reopening and things like that. So it would be definitely a help to them. A quick recap from last time before we go to our intro video. The group made their way into the Winding Way. They have discovered this room that was covered in lead. They destroyed two mechanical creatures that seemed to be guarding it. And they found that within those creatures, they found a scroll, and they found this beautiful locked chest.
That's my box.
It's only beautiful because you made it.
Sparkling. Yeah, it's only beautiful because I made it.
Yeah.
He's the best DM. Look at
So
this. He made this.
They found this, but it has these 4 locks on it that apparently are pretty powerful locks. So they haven't really discovered too much about what those mean and what those are, but we'll find out tonight. And they had an opportunity to face off against Ozymandias and his crew, making short work of Ozymandias with the help of lightning bolts and things of that nature. They actually made their way out in the final confrontation between Kopic and Ogmund, the epic showdown between the martial prowess of each. Ogmund finally being defeated by the party. You guys took Ozymandias, and he is the only one who is unconscious. You guys left alive. And we'll find out what they do when we get back.
That is so dark. We just left the one single guy.
You guys.
Yeah, but didn't we also crush his fingers and hands so he couldn't cast spells?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I think you
I
did
did not
that.
do that.
We did that?
I did not feel good about that.
Remember, this is a primarily neutral party with only one good member. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll throw in our intro, and we'll be back and see what the party decides here in just a minute.
No, I think it was me.
across from her.
Make sure you sanitize, internet. Sanitize. Keep yourself safe. Diving back in, you guys are all. I'm gonna say we're gonna start at the beginning of this long rest because I don't know what you guys had planned.
Okay.
We don't either.
For the long rest, and if anybody wanted to take watch, because currently, you guys, if I remember correctly, you guys took the Bodak undead creature and you just threw it into a room and then took off.
Yep.
Correct.
So you're not 100% sure what happened or what became of that creature, nor have you explored what else was there. So it's up to you guys what you would like to do at this point. As Ozymandias, I would assume you guys maybe tied him up.
We crushed his fingers.
I know somebody crushed his fingers, so there's that. But I'll leave it up to you and let you guys decide. Currently, you guys are in that main chamber.
Yeah.
When you got back, and I know that some of you were pretty well spent and hurt. So
Pretty toasty.
I'm fine.
That's not what I meant to say. Okay.
Toasty.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun.
Wait, is my character?
I'm ready
super-
to leave now. Can we go? Is
We
it
did
time
a-
to go?
We had a long rest. You
yeah,
guys.
you guys. This is before a long rest,
Yeah.
so you can decide if you want to take a long rest here or
No, we
make
can
your way back to the ship.
We can go to sleep.
Yeah, you know, I mean that one thing. He's, you know, all the way. There's a few doors in between us, and then this
Did it
guy.
have what, good fingers?
I think
Like
he did.
knobs.
I think that was one of his creepy features.
It
Like he had
said
those
it
ones.
elongated fingers.
Well,
and
doesn't
was
that
a
look
rat.
So have you ever like
difficult?
taped straws to your fingers and then tried to open a door?
It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think he's gonna
I
be
don't
able
think
to
he's
do
gonna
it.
be fine.
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
You just go flat against the door.
We'll hear something
It's
at
just
that
like-
point.
It's like when you have your fingernails done, you try to pick up your credit card, and you're just like,
anything.
I know exactly what this
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why it was very relatable for the whole group. So
is. Interesting. Yeah, let's we can have a conversation with Ozzy whenever he wakes up. And
we can
I
tell
don't
him.
even know if we're gonna learn anything from this guy. He seems kind of
Yeah, you know, he didn't know about the whole room in his own thing. Did I know about the? I did know about that. Yeah, he didn't even know about the own room in his thing.
like, who doesn't look behind the curtains?
Yeah, I mean, goodness gracious, who doesn't clean sometimes?
It gets dusty. In
Yeah,
there.
you gotta pick up the curtain and then just wash the walls.
Yeah.
Of course.
If they were such devoted
Yeah,
worshippers.
they should wash the walls of their
Yeah.
dungeon. And pride. Take pride in your surroundings.
Correct.
Call your mom.
Are you-
Bayleaf kind of speaks up, listening to this conversation a little bit, and says, "Well, to be honest, he kind of got thrown into this whole mess because he wasn't the leader a month ago. The pirates killed
Oh, that's true.
the leader, and I happened to witness it, and he was the one who gave the medallion to me to give to Ozymandias.
Oh, the medallion. That's right. Is there?
That's his kind of like his signet of leadership,
Right.
so to speak.
Let's take it.
Smash it.
Okay, we're gonna take
Copy.
it. Copy.
Good.
You smash his fingers, smash the medallion.
Where's the medallion?
You guys look down. Ozymandias has it
wearing
around
it.
his neck.
Wait! Put it on the floor.
It's still on. Please don't crush his sternum.
You need a hammer. Do you have a hammer?
Yes, actually.
Does he have a hammer?
Like a big
He has a maul.
Do you have a maul?
I think so.
No, you took one from the thing. You think?
I had
Yeah.
two though. I gave one of them away. I think I
I
still
think
have
you
one.
gave one to Cog.
Yeah, I gave them all
And
away,
that's
but I have my
true
warhammer.
friendship.
You do have a warhammer. Yeah, just
okay.
smash
So-
this.
Take it off and set on the stairs and just.
We didn't even
Okay.
check if it was magical. Oh well.
I'm not even gonna make you make a roll. I mean, you're attacking something that's just sitting there. Hey, please attack me. You know,
It's
so
like stealing the gem, the green one.
you
For
set it
the-
on the stair. Is that what you're saying? You set it
Yep.
on one of the stairs. Smash down, and this thing like slides out from the hammer as he hits it. And goes ding, 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 ding.
no.
Just slides all around and slams down next to you. Doesn't even look like it has a scratch on it.
Oh, it's one of those magic things.
Take it up. Probably later. Just stick it in a pocket.
Nope. Let me see it. I'll sit here and spend 10 minutes and look at it. Figure out what it is. Thanks.
Okay.
What does it look like again? It's the not Metallica. The
It's kind of it's like a golden medallion, and it looks
Yeah.
like it has that logo that that Avenged Sevenfold.
That's
that's
right.
what it is.
bat.
The skull bat.
Like
thing.
bigger than bat wings.
Yeah.
Though, like dragon-esque wings
Yeah.
coming out of the skull.
I want to look at this for 10 minutes.
Okay.
What it is.
Definitely looks creepy, that's for sure, but has that glimmer of gold.
Okay.
While he's doing that and taking time with that, anybody else want to do anything during that time that he's spending with that?
I don't think there's anything else we found that we need to spend some time on.
We found a lot of money
I could spend some time looking at all the money we
and a
got.
scale mail armor. We already did that. We already looked at that stuff.
Copper's gonna go back into the you just call it the religious room that had the secret door in it.
Yeah.
And over by the secret door, I pull out the remnants of my bags of caltrops and just sort of spread it out in front of the door in case something comes through.
Sure, good thinking. Yeah, so right outside the door, the secret door, caltrops all over the
It's
floor.
a few feet away because I can't. Copper
It
can't
opens
remember if
into
it
the room.
opens or out.
Yeah, it opens into the room, so you
So
have
he's
to have 'em
basically
out,
going
you know,
about a
little bit.
3 or 4 foot and then nice little half circle around it.
You could, in essence, you would know where that pressure plate was too. So if you wanted to like open the door, sprinkle some on the other side too, and then close it back up, you could.
I'm gonna.
He's
shout to
probably
Copic.
not thinking that. far.
Copic, tear down all the curtains. Maybe
want
there's
you to.
more cool stuff.
So spend the rest of the time
Curtains.
after I'm done
Okay.
with that to start ripping down tapestries.
You guys
We'll
just all
start
hear
looking at them.
the ripping and tearing of fabric coming from that room.
It sounds like when you take down the curtain rod or the curtain from the bathroom.
Yeah,
It's
really quick.
Probably at least once that a curtain rod comes down, smacks him in the head.
Yeah. You hear him kick some box over in frustration.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a piece of cake to rip those curtains down for you. Looks like a wall behind him.
I think
Worth it.
Each spot just spend a few minutes, you know.
Right,
Touching
go ahead
other-
and make an investigation
Touching
check.
everything.
It's gonna be a
So you're
one.
carefully
Be
investigating.
a one, please. I want him to just like push on every single
oh.
brick.
That one's
I
under
don't
the
know where
table.
that went.
lost to the deep.
Okay. I've had investigation. That's a 9.
9
You okay?
walls. Just
Well-
a bunch of walls.
First roll was better.
I think we can take a long rest here.
Yeah.
We can, since he's handled the door over there, and Obu can take first watch and second watch.
Okay.
So
I'll take the last one.
is it
I'll
3
take
watches?
the third.
Yeah.
It's 4.
3 or 4.
4 watches. It's 8 hours.
That's 2 hours.
It'll be 8 hours. So yeah, you could do 4.
Okay,
4 2-hour watches if you wanted to do that.
I'll take 4 hours.
And I'll take 5 or 6 and 7, 5 and 6, and I'll leave you 7 and 8.
All right. Sounds good.
Anything fancy about that necklace?
Oh yeah. After spending some time with it, you find out indeed that it is a magical medallion. And its property is very specific, though. Like, it doesn't add like any bonuses or anything, but what it does is it prevents undead from attacking the person who is attuned and wears it within the winding way.
Within the winding way. So is that where we were?
Man, that would have been so helpful.
Right?
Which is why I narratively made it that when you looked like Ozymandias
They didn't
Yeah.
and they
bother
saw
you.
that medallion around your neck,
Yeah.
they didn't attack you, but they attacked everybody else.
Oh.
Makes sense.
I know
And
it's
it's just in the
inherently a
winding way.
magical effect, but I like the way that he did the illusion, and I know that there's a lot of DMs that don't give illusion magic enough credit and enough love,
Yeah.
so I made it work that
Thanks. Even though we didn't use it.
That's pretty cool.
Well, this thing is worthless now.
I mean,
I
way.
guess that-
It also is a signet of leadership among this cult.
These people are gross.
keep it for later. We can.
We might see him again.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
sell
we
it.
might see him again.
I'm gonna tell somebody that it's worth a lot of money, and it's wards off all undead. It's
Well,
gonna
I mean, you can do the whole trick by smashing it with a hammer, and if it doesn't break, they'll be like, "Ooh, ah,
work.
money."
Yeah, a lot of money. Cool. We're gonna sell it to somebody stupid.
Cool.
Somebody that would buy, you know, All
is
magic
really
kit.
bothering.
Hey!
That was full of fake stuff.
Getting a little too spicy there.
So is somebody stupid.
With this little circlet here, I'm no longer the person I used to be. I will never buy one of those. Gonna find him one day.
All those who take a watch, you guys can go ahead and make a perception check, just general. You can make 2 if you'd like.
That's
for both watches if you want.
How do you do a d20 on here again? Because I just want to do that. Oh, that little button that says
Actually,
hey,
if you go to your skills, there's a box next to perception. You could just click it, and it'll roll it automatically for you, and it'll add your bonus to
I
it.
think I'll give you the one.
If you want to use the digital dice, that is. If you want to use real dice, then you can.
28
28?
Oh,
for
first?
1, and then
Yeah, so that B was a crit.
and then
Yeah, the B is a
23.
crit, yeah.
Oh, B, a
Yeah,
crit,
if it comes
and
up
then
B as a
23.
crit, yeah. Cool. All right, 20. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
What'd you end up having?
6.
6? Oh, good.
Wearing a tapestry like a cape. Whoosh! Running around the room.
I see nothing!
I rolled a 5. It's probably +1, so 6.
So
What
6,
are
oh,
you
yeah,
doing?
yeah.
He's flying
I
around
should have
with a
never
cape.
fallen asleep.
I'm playing with my elven cape.
Yeah, it's
Trying to see if you guys notice.
it's like the same thing happens on both of their watches, just with different people.
Would never
So
fall
I was supposed to
asleep
do
at
that. He's
all.
probably playing with his dice or something.
He's probably asleep.
Maybe.
One thing that you would pick up on watching Obu is with your high roll.
I'm sorry, 9.
If you're just kind of picking around, you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. One thing you do notice though is Bayleaf looks like he's wearing magical boots
Ooh.
with that natural 20 perception check while he's asleep. He kind of took them off and like set them off to the side of where he's resting.
Can I spend 10 minutes with his boots? Since they're not touching him anymore?
She's gonna pet his feet.
Technically, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Not like that.
I mean, it's your new boyfriend, so.
He spurned my advances. He just wants me for my money. I'm not a sugar mama.
You really are, though.
You have all the money and all the silks.
I am a, what is it? I am a Tibetan something palace. This is my palace. The lobster is full of silks.
Yes.
So yeah, you're gonna go over there and spend some time with those
I
boots?
creep over.
Yeah,
So creepily.
creeping on the boots. That's
Yeah.
it.
They smell a little.
It takes a little while, but yeah, eventually you do discover what they are. They are actually called the boots of striding and springing.
Oh, those are good boots.
Basically, when you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30 feet, and unless your walking speed is higher, and your speed isn't reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor, so it doesn't have any reduction to your speed. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow you to.
Okay, so he can jump under 35 feet, but he can jump like 3 times his strength stuff.
3 times his normal jump.
Oh, wow.
Which is why whenever I mentioned last time, whenever you guys were jumping over those hits, he wasn't having much of a problem jumping over things.
Jack
at
be
all.
nimble. Jack be
Yeah.
quick.
It was kind of like the Super Mario
Jack can
jump.
jump.
Like,
33 feet.
He can jump 33 feet, y'all.
Yeah. He had no problem jumping.
He's got the long jump on lock.
So,
Okay, cool.
and you would know that those boots are attunement, so they take an attunement slot.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
they're
let him
probably
keep his boots.
still tuned to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna let him keep his fancy boots. And I'm just gonna look at him and be like, you could have said something, buddy. Could have said something.
But other than that, it's just eerily quiet. And just thinking over as you guys are having your watch, just thinking over everything that's happened just makes it even creepier, knowing that just behind that secret door there was a bunch of these undead creatures just waiting for you. For the gods only know how long. They've just been in that kind of stasis mode. It's just strange. And then you guys all kind of awaken from you guys can all take your advantage, whatever you need to, press long rest or whatever on there, and you get all your spell slots back, hit points, repair, field back up. It actually scratches his hit point maximum would be, with that rest that he had,
Oh yeah.
would be back up to normal.
I scratched it all
Alright,
off.
my staff is full again.
Oh, same.
Yeah, you can pick your spells for the day.
I'm gonna pretend like I already did that. Not gonna touch him again.
You guys do hear somebody start speaking as you guys are all waking up.
Bailey, shut up.
Ozymandias says...
Who's snoring?
Ozymandias starts talking and says, "You are all so foolish. You don't think Cresius will let this stand, do you?"
Okay, guys.
Remember that whole thing we talked about the lightning?
Oh, God.
The Serpent Rider will ride again. He will make sure that all of this is fixed.
We have our own Serpent Rider. I lift up Willow.
Where is this one's serpent?
Put me down.
In the sky. in the
They
sky.
come when she beckons, Mister.
Make an intimidation check.
Mister.
I want to telepathically tell him, fear me.
Fear me.
12.
12. You can paint this picture of all your wildest fantasies all you want. But the fact of the matter is, Cresius will come. There won't be anything that any of you can do to stop him.
Well, he didn't come here to save your butt.
Yo, where is
Yeah,
Greasius?
where is this man? Greasius.
Greasy man?
Cresius.
Where's this crazy boy?
Where is Greasius, anyways?
Greasiest, like he hasn't showered recently or
Yeah,
something?
greasy, smelly man.
You know, like the stuff that falls off bacon when you're cooking it.
Yeah, greasy.
Oh, I want bacon.
Doesn't he not have any skin or something? Isn't he made of
It's a
bones?
skeletal dragon.
He's a greasy skeletal dragon.
Ew.
How's that make you feel, Ozzy?
You guys are in rare form today.
His looks don't matter to me. It's the fact that he has
The beauty inside?
his...
Is it?
Well, beauty's only skin deep. And
It's
there's
like-
no skin.
This is the fact that he has avoided death and remains and will always remain.
But you haven't answered the question. Have you seen Greasius?
I have not seen him.
Have you seen your hands?
The fingers are in different directions. Yeah, the pain kicks in there.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
One of the trolls got hungry last night. I don't know which one
Yeah,
it
of
was.
Why don't you just do it? Put an end to me.
I thought you were...
Well, that would be a little much now, Ozzy, wouldn't it?
Don't you want to go sailing on the seas with us?
I want to go anywhere with you.
I know, I don't want to go anywhere with you either.
What is the largest piece of tapestry that I was able to pull down? Is there enough that I can sort of make a sack around this guy and stick him in a bag?
Yeah, I mean, imagine ceiling to floor curtains that were in that chamber.
Why do
Just
you want us
black
to-
curtains.
Does our boat have a break?
Not really, but you could just
Leave him
tie
in a
them
bag.
up and put
Leave
them
him in a
somewhere.
bag hanging from one of the sailboats.
No, the harpies will get him.
Really underneath your ship only has those three areas. You got like your captain's quarters.
Yeah.
It has the opening, which is kind of like the whole part of the middle there. That's where like the storage is, and where Cog sleeps.
And where the
you-
lobster lives.
yeah, where the lobster lives, and all your dinghy boats are in there as well. And in the front, that's where the crew has all these like stacked up, oh gosh,
Bunks.
bunks. What are they called?
Hammocks.
Hammocks. They're kind of piled up on top of each other, and
Gotcha.
of course, you never have all the... Sometimes they share the hammocks because one group is awake while another group is sleeping. Things like that. So
I think leaving him here would be a worse fate because he's got the creepy thing that's downstairs. His hands are broken. He's tied up.
He can't leave. He's just gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Topic's gonna
While
put
we're
him in a
running on the
bag.
beach, if the skeletons come and attack us, we can just throw.
he dies then too.
Yeah, but then
What's
we
the-
won't have to fight anymore. We don't want to fight
Oh,
skeletons.
so you're just gonna throw him.
Yeah. Like,
Making a Santa sack. Just stick him in the middle, tying the ends up, just throw it over my shoulder.
oh, okay.
Okay, apparently
All
we're
right.
making this
This is where we're going. Willow, are you ready? I think we're leaving.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sure look
I don't know
over
why
She's
it.
still
Bring
shell
them,
shocked
but
from
sure.
her realization.
If they want to kill him, I'm
I
just
don't
putting
even
him in
know
a
what's
bag.
going on anymore.
Yeah, let's just...
We'll bring him with us.
Let's go. It's fine. It's fine. Anything else here? I mean,
There's probably a lot of stuff here. There were a lot of doors and things we didn't touch.
I don't want to go through all these. Do you want to go through all these rooms? It's gonna take like hours.
I mean, in video games, I am the person who will absolutely do that. Do not ask
Yeah.
Ramsey that. And Obu probably is the same way.
Go.
What's a video game?
I've never seen a video game in my life.
Did you guys want to do an extensive search of this area?
It's been like an hour.
Spend an hour?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
Do we split up? Two go one way, two go another?
we're not Scooby Doo.
We're not going downstairs. We're just doing these rooms. Up
We're not
here.
going
Just
downstairs.
these main rooms?
Yeah.
Well, there is no downstairs because you
I meant
guys
the-
remember you guys
the
were all
tombs.
like you guys are downstairs.
Yeah.
So
I meant the tomb.
the tombs. You're
We're
just
not
staying in
going
this
back
main
down.
chamber.
Yeah, the
Okay.
dungeon.
I know there was one room specifically. There was the door where the creepy thing is. There's a door where the magical box was, and then there was another door somewhere in that chamber.
Yeah, there's more doors down that long path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
they're talking
skipped
about
one.
just staying up in the living quarters, not
Oh,
going back in the
didn't
secret
we?
door.
We already viewed all of those. I thought.
No, there's
No,
No.
because
one.
people were there
Yeah.
to stop us. Oh, let's look through all the living quarters.
Living quarters. Okay. So basically, I'm not gonna make you guys make a roll
You don't
because there's not any.
There's nothing.
I mean, it's not gonna be a challenge for you guys. You guys got all the time that you want
Right.
to look through this stuff, and nothing is really drastically hidden. The hidden stuff I think you guys have already found from that area. We got the common area. We got the kitchen. In the kitchen, you find there's a cauldron that looks like it's been used. Looks like it may have been like something that they used for laundry at one time, but they started to cook in it.
Oh, ew.
You do find a few butcher knives that you could use as daggers. There's like 3 of them. There is a scroll tube on a spice shelf, and it contains a few simple recipes, things for like a flatbread, fish stew, and seagull loaf.
Seagull
These
loaf.
poor people had to eat
There
this
wasn't
kind of food.
there wasn't a whole lot of wildlife on this little
Yikes.
island, so they had to
Oh
make
my
do with what was
goodness.
available.
We killed so many people that were starved.
You know what? We're better for it.
Are we?
I mean, they are better for it.
They're dead.
Right.
Ogman's chambers had under his pretty foul-smelling pallet.
Yeah. I checked it.
There was a pouch containing 25 gold pieces and a dagger that had a laminated whalebone handle and scabbard, and it looks like it might be worth a little bit of money. Your best guess is like 50 gold pieces.
I'm gonna take that.
He also had stashed a backup high-quality suit of studded leather armor in one of the empty kegs that was in his room.
I'm gonna
So
take the 25
if you
gold.
wanted studded leather, you could take his backup studded leather armor.
I don't want that. It's probably made of seagull. Chicken hide, leather.
Chicken hide and seagull boot or seagull tears.
Oh,
Yeah,
seagull
let's,
hat.
There was another chamber that looked kind of like a barracks/storage room. It had 5 spears, a short bow with a quiver of 20 arrows,
The comical steal the spears and the arrows.
2 short swords, if those are of any interest to anybody. 3 daggers.
No big sword.
Doesn't look like a big sword. There's 2 shields, if anybody has a use for a shield. And there's 1 suit of chainmail armor sized for a medium creature. So if anybody needed chainmail, but I think that's totally up to you guys. And any of this can be taken as well.
Can I actually take the thing that is called the pew pew? The
Pew pew.
The pew pew?
Yeah, right. The short bow.
Yes, can I take the short bow? I don't think
Yeah.
I have one.
I was just grabbing the arrows, and you said there were 5 spears.
Yes, 5 spears.
Never mind, I do have a short bow. So
Okay.
you can have the short bow.
Stuff.
Just leaving. I just took the arrows and the spears.
In that chamber that you ripped all the curtains off of, there were 2 candlesticks that were made out of gold that looked like they could be about 10 gold pieces apiece. So 2 of those.
We need to go to a vendor.
And
Yeah, we do.
there was this silver statue that was badly damaged. It looks like they kind of melted and burned some of it as like an offering. It was worth 20 gold in total.
I'm gonna take that.
You guys already found the potions of healing that were in Ozymandias' quarters.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There were 4 of those. And it seems as if Bayleaf has gathered all his materials out of his chamber. And you guys found in that room that you guys were in, those spell scrolls that were in that Medusa-like sculpture, you found those. So as far as that goes... Oh, you do find 2 more scrolls.
Oh.
There is a scroll of... Well, you might have already found these, but I'll ask you again. There's a spell scroll of light and a spell scroll of bless.
No, we did not find
I
those.
don't think so.
Okay. So
We
you guys
couldn't
can
figure
put
out
those
what ours
down
were, right?
as you guys are doing extensive search. And also, there's a desk that has 2 vials of a rare ink worth 25 gold pieces apiece.
I'll take them.
Okay. All right.
And that's in total. That's basically everything that could be any use to you guys whatsoever.
Rare.
We're pirates. We just came in here and killed everything, found the more rare treasure than the last group that was here, and then looted the place.
Yeah, we literally did exactly what the last people did.
But worse.
Oh,
And we convinced them that we weren't pirates.
Are we good guys?
Are we pirates? I'm not worried about the good guys. Are we pirates?
I think we're pirates. Do I have to start saying arg and winking?
Scratches
Like
looks
the
at you and
winking
says,
shrimp.
"Yes, I've been a pirate this whole time.
He's like, I have no issues with my identity here. What's wrong with you guys? I've been a pirate this whole time.
I think we're pirates. Cool.
We have a ship?
I'm still just doing what I was told.
Who told you?
Going there, pulls out the big red firestone from...
Oh, yeah.
I was told to keep this away from the home, so sticks it back in.
Okay.
It
Conker's doing a
works.
good job.
He's doing a great job. I hope it was just
Oh, and I'm
on
keeping this
for-
one alive. I'm going to hold up the bag with the little shake.
I hope he can breathe in there. Well, I don't. Yeah, he's fine.
Well, let me borrow that dagger. I'll put a couple holes in it.
He accidentally stabbed.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think let's just
Let's go back to our pirate ship.
Hey, I got a question here. Was the desert sloped? Did we walk
The
up a
beach?
hill? Yeah.
I mean, not like an extensive hill, but it's slightly.
So if
you know.
we got some boxes, we couldn't just like slide
Slide.
down and just.
Shielded.
No,
Yeah,
it's
shielded.
not that drastic of an incline.
Oba's disappointed.
It's not like snow tubing.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's exactly what Oba was trying to think of.
If I give you my old shield, I can give you a throw, and you might be able to get a little bit of a
We
go.
also might get all of the skeletons awoken.
I bet
Yeah, but they'll be awoken with you, not with me.
Wait, Gust, can you?
I was gonna say I can get in my shell and just use my feather token and just push myself all the way to the beach. I'm not gonna do that. We're walking.
that's creative right there. I love it.
It says if you're on a boat.
Right, yeah.
Which we
yeah,
are not on a boat.
Yeah, true.
We can make a boat.
We can make.
We need to go. Let's go.
Let's go.
You ready to go?
All right.
Are you okay? Don't worry about it. Okay.
I'm gonna fashion a little pulley thing for her so she can just sit in it while we just walk across. The
Game plan: if we run into skeletons, just
Kill them.
or just go.
We could just run faster.
I think we're faster with skeletons.
Yeah, I think I'm faster.
It could be one of those cool scenes where we're running to the boat super fast, and then there's like 100 skeletons behind us.
There's explosions in the background.
I'm gonna start looking carefully at the ground,
Okay.
like we did last time.
Okay.
It's got pretty far.
Okay. So as you get to the beach, you're gonna start looking
Yeah,
around.
we'll start. Let's go.
Sure. Yeah. You guys make your way in. As soon as you get to that area where you would expect this to all happen, like you don't even have to make a roll. It's apparent that something has changed about the beach.
Uh-oh.
It looks as if skeletal figures were starting to like rise up or climb up out and then just stopped moving. And it looks like almost like a little bit of a skeletal graveyard of all these their lower halves are still buried under the snow, but the top half of them look like they came out and then just stopped moving. And there's just hundreds of them
So
Ew.
we killed them somehow.
all across the.
I think they were coming to get us, but we stopped something in the middle of it. I'm gonna kick one on the head.
I was gonna do that.
Yeah, the skull pops up and it just rolls on the sand.
That's right. After us. They look all like they were centralized, trying to head towards.
Not really. It's sporadic.
Oh, well then,
Yeah, they're all like facing different directions, and it just looks like laid to waste.
someone was a really bad gardener.
Well, someone else is here.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kopic, there's about 500 scimitars on the beach.
Why did you do this?
God, but we can get them all, bunch them all together, and then wrap like rope around the handles, and then you can have a big blade of like multiple. Yeah, like the thing you chop vegetables with.
Just as we're walking, just gotta keep picking.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's not
Picking
hard.
flowers
You're
in
gonna
a garden
stop
with
you from doing it.
scimitars.
I'll probably pick up only about maybe 10 or 20 of them.
Okay.
He has a bouquet of scimitars. They're just huge.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
It's a great sword.
they're
in
of
the middle
varying
for the-
quality. Some of them look like they've been here for a while. Some of them
Well,
have
look
rusty parts and things.
Yeah,
of
looking
that
for the
nature.
better one. As we're walking down, basically,
Okay.
I'll say pick out the 10 best ones I can find. is what
Okay,
we're going.
sure. Yeah, I mean, not difficult. Not at all. Don't even have to make a roll because they're just laying there. So you just go up to them and you kind of pick some up. One of them, like the whole hand of a skeleton, pops up and it's still gripping. And you just kind of wipe it away.
Pick up the hand. Walk up by Nobu, take the hand in the arm, and be like, quick, 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 tap the shoulder.
I smack it.
But you guys make your way over to the beach and to the shore where the waves are just continuing to crash up against the shore. You can see that your dinghy boat is sitting there, still in this same location there was before, and you can see the Emerald Fate just out, still
Wow, they didn't abandon us.
anchored. You guys have only been gone for like, it's been like, yeah, a day, because you
Feels
guys had
like so
one
much
long
longer.
rest. You got up super early in the morning to do all this craziness, and that didn't really take too long. You came back and you immediately went back to sleep.
We decimated them in
So-
record time.
Honestly, it's probably like you probably slept during the day, and
Sure.
it's going to be like sunset here soon.
Okay.
So
Do we want to go back to the mainland and tell them that the thing is ready for them so we can get extra money? They were going to give us what, 500?
They're gonna build a lighthouse. here.
2,000 gold.
That's a lot more than 500, guys.
No, that's 500 each.
Oh, sure.
Hmm.
Is it now?
I think he said two. Maybe we'll make them say 2,000 each.
I think 2,000.
They
is
probably
just a
don't have
good
that much
number.
money. So let's go.
I could just take your share, and then it would be more than 500.
Gonna throw Obu into the water.
I sink because of all the silks on here. So many silks come up spluttering.
With little effort, you guys make your way out to the Emerald Fate, where your crew greets you once again.
Hello, crew.
You guys are welcomed aboard. Lida looks towards Silas. It seems successful, Captain.
Yeah, we got a new crew member too. This is
Basil.
Bagpipe Basil.
Bagpipe Basil.
This is Bailey.
Welcome, Basil.
So Bardman.
My name is
But-
Bayleaf.
You can call him a different spice every time.
Yeah.
Yes, this is turmeric.
Oregano here.
Coriander.
This is
They just basically have short greetings there as they meet Bayleaf, and it looks like you have another crew member too. I can't see his face, but
Prisoner, actually.
oh, really?
He thinks there's some skeletal dragon in the sky that lives forever. I don't know. It's crazy. So we're just gonna hang on to him
Literally.
until we...
Skeletal dragon that
Yeah. Have you
lives
ever...
forever in the sky.
He's
Yeah,
also
it's
very
great.
greasy.
It's
Gre-
Yeah,
greasy.
Very
the
greasy.
dragon's name's Greasiest.
Yeah, greasy.
Okay, well, keep him away from torches.
Yes.
You don't need that on the,
Ooh.
on the
Then it'd be
on
like
the
a
vessel.
fire dragon.
Ooh.
A
Ooh.
fire
That's how
skeletal
fire
Sounds really
dragon
bad.
that never dies.
Cool.
I hope he's not greasy.
I hope so too.
I hope I never see that.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna hang on to this guy
Literally.
for a little while.
okay.
We haven't really decided.
Should we make it that some a crew member is responsible?
Not a
for-
goblin.
Not a goblin. Okay.
Yeah, a little more important.
What about Tegan? You think Tegan
Tegan
can handle
can
it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll put him on it.
And then when he's sleeping, Cog.
Why don't we just hang him from the post?
We're not. The harpies are gonna get him. I told you.
Well, why don't we hang him from the points at the like little grating in the floor?
Why don't we just throw him overboard
We'll think about
in the
it.
bag?
Oh,
Put some stones.
like just hitch.
And then everybody stops and looks at Willow because, oh my god! So, Willow.
Willow went. She didn't go from good to neutral. She went from good to evil in like,
Like,
one word, one
just
phrase.
mumbled
That's
with some
it.
stones. She's
Well,
like, I
it's
don't
in a
like
dark
this guy.
place.
Dark place.
Yeah.
How long it took me to make this weapon?
What weapon? Are you talking about your
Your
bouquet?
scimitars?
No.
Your bouquet.
Holds up the bag.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
weapon.
this weapon.
Like this.
Oh no. Yeah,
Dog
just
comes up. Oh, that looks fun.
There you go. And tosses it to him.
That's like he just got panicking.
we're awful.
Terrible people.
Okay, Tegan, tell Tegan he can watch him wherever he wants to. If he wants to tie him up on the boat, whatever, just handle it.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Captain. We got it. We got it.
And only this thing like once a day.
Once a day. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to rein Cog in a little
Yeah,
bit. I know
just-
he's.
More than once, he's gonna throw up too much.
Too much.
Yeah,
Throw too much.
Yeah, we don't have time to stop and clean things up like that. Well, I mean, we do have the goblins if we need to, but
No
Just keep him in the
goblins.
bag. If you keep him in the bag and he pukes in it, who cares?
He can
It's
come
gonna be
back.
sick.
okay, you got it, Captain. Okay.
Sure. So, we're gonna go have
So what's
a
what's
meeting
the
here,
course?
and,
What's...
let's go downstairs. Lila, you can come with us.
okay, sure,
And
Captain.
we'll go figure out where our heading is.
Well, aren't we just going to the island over there? To
Oh,
tell
true. Yeah, we gotta go get our money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money. Money?
I love money.
Money?
What?
Money?
Mm.
Okay.
Oku's gonna
I'll
hold
take her
money
share.
for the rest of the
We're gonna head back to Celtic Land, whatever.
Oh yeah. Visit Macaw Island.
Macaw Island.
Yeah.
How far away is that again?
What's that?
It's
How
like right
far
next
away?
door.
Oh.
It's like right next door.
Okay.
Like it'll take you probably less than
Okay, I'm fine.
2 hours at least. It was just really short. So,
We can afford it.
so the ship is prepped. They pull up the anchor, start setting sail back to Macaw Island. You do have a little bit of time if you guys wanted to discuss anything or role play out anything here. If not, we can just do like screen wipe right to Macaw Island. It's very
I do
short.
want to ask Lida a quick question.
Oh sure, yeah, we can.
Lida,
we can see.
how long again have you been sailing?
For a little time. I mean, not extensively. I would say maybe 2 years. I think maybe.
We need to figure out how we can purchase some cannons for our boat.
That was a very odd, like, how long have you been here? Purchase some cannons for
Well,
the boat.
if she hasn't been sailing for a long time, she wouldn't have needed to buy cannons.
Well, Captain, I gotta tell you, like, cannons are really expensive. Cannons are relatively new technology.
I mean, we're finding money all sorts of places.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, it's
At least
possible.
like one cool one on the front.
One
Is
cool
that
one
where
on the front.
cannons usually go?
This one might.
Just a giant cannon on the front of the ship?
Sure. Sounds
We could
good.
just
I
shoot
didn't
people out of it.
suggest that. You did. You're like, sure.
I mean, to be honest, most vessels that are equipped with cannons are ones that are funded by, we're talking like naval ships. Are the ones that usually have the cannons
belly
because
button ships.
obviously the countries have the money and the funding to be able to
I don't
purchase
have one of those.
that. So,
Sure.
but I mean, it's always possible if we find the right person. I mean, they don't really sell them,
Yeah, like-
publicly. It's kind of
Right.
like a
Get it made kind of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Keep that in the back of your head, because I feel like
yeah.
maybe not one on the front. We'll do one on each side or something.
Okay, we can definitely do that. I mean,
Is there room on the ship for
We'll make room.
yeah, some modifications might have to be made.
Renovations.
But that's something that, Tegan is our master craftsman. He can put together something.
Cool. Okay.
I'm gonna look. Why don't we commandeer one?
We're good at that.
You want us to attack a naval ship to steal its cannons? And
But-
not get in
No.
trouble with the entire government of
You steal the ship.
Well, I have an affinity to the Emerald Fate, but the plate on
But
the
it's
back.
still red.
Oh, it's not the Crimson Fate, isn't it? Did we change the name?
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
Oh, we definitely changed the name.
We
did.
changed the name. We just didn't paint the ship. It's a red ship that's named Emerald. Because we didn't paint the
But
paint.
you
It's not.
changed
It's
the
not
name again.
necessarily. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily red.
I don't
It's not like a
remember what
red
changed.
ship.
Oh, no, I
It's
had
just like
one
made
of
of
the
a
goblins
reddish
write
wood.
Emerald on it.
Like the
But
wood
neither
has
the
kind of
goblins
like a
nor I
red
knew how to
shape
spell
to
it.
So we need a new ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, they wrote it. I hung them by their feet. And they were writing it upside down, backwards.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
none of us can spell.
Okay. Well, be on the lookout for any ships on the horizon that look good.
Oh my
Okay.
god, we're going shopping.
Absolutely, we can do that, Captain.
Okay. Because I think our adventures are going to take us all over the sea, and this boat could stand to grow, which boats don't grow, so we just need a new one.
Well, honestly, Captain, eventually we are going to run out of space. We have been accumulating a lot more crew members recently.
Do any of them need to go?
I mean, no. The morale of this crew is through the roof. I mean, you guys paid them up front for 60 days of service. That's unheard of.
That's true, and it's been like
Not that long.
a week and a half.
It's like a week and a half. Yeah, so they're
cool.
paid up
We're
for a while,
Okay.
and that helps to make your crew happy when they get their funding up front.
Yeah.
So
True.
you just got to be careful that they don't go blow it all in one place at one time.
That's their own problem.
Yeah,
Then they have to come back to us where we give them more money.
Yeah, I mean,
Sugar mama.
Captain, if you keep
Dang it, I didn't want this!
if you keep offering upfront payment like that, you're never going to have a problem getting crew members.
Right.
So, and
Yeah, even
if the reputation gets out there, word gets out there, you have people lining up to join this crew.
Yeah, even Garlic got paid up front. So
Garlic? Garlic? Garlic! I can't with this!
Lida seems very confused every time you address him as something else.
the new guy.
Oh,
I'm
right,
gonna have to give you a
gotcha.
list of spices.
Baby! The snap girl!
What's Garlic's story anyway? Like, what's
He's just a hired mercenary
okay.
for the guy in the bag. So,
Beautiful, beautiful man.
So you,
but we just offered him more money.
Oh yeah. Outbid the current employment. That's
Yeah.
right. That's good.
That's why we aren't going to trust him with anything.
We could come up with a
pertinent.
name for the ship, like the Outbidder or something. I don't know. If you guys want to ditch the greed. Never mind. That's a bad idea. Forget I said anything. Let's head to McCaw Island. That sounds good.
Okay.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
you
Nope.
guys have, this is basically you guys have already been established that you're going there, so
Yeah.
you guys are just like talking. That's happening. You guys also remember that you had taken the time to put that map together
Mhm.
that you had. And I'll let you
Your
know,
leg
like,
tattoo?
This was that.
Is this my leg
That
tattoo?
was the map that you guys worked together through that week and a half where you were going to put together. You would know that where your location is pretty much right off of this group of islands that are coming out.
That's
there.
where we are right now.
So that's where you currently are. So
Okay.
if you guys wanted to look at that,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
see.
put any markings on it of places
It's too pretty to.
because I was just what I did was I scanned it into my
You're
computer
good.
and I'm going to do that all that digitally because it's easier
Thank
that
you.
way. As
Yeah.
as you guys explore, I'm going to
Feel that.
build and fill in. It's just too much to do at one time. So.
While we're sailing, Willow wants to grab the map and I'm just start studying it and just trying to figure out like
Mhm.
would I know exactly where my home was? Or just
you would
general-
know like land features and things like that, but
Gotcha.
you might not know like from where your current location, like how to get there.
Uh-huh.
You guys, you were a nomadic tribe without a whole lot of technology and things of that nature, so it'd been hard for you probably to determine. There's other people around that would probably know
Mm-hmm.
that you could ask about. But if once you got there, it'd be kind of like that feeling when you come home and you just know everywhere,
Yeah.
every place. It would be kind of like that.
I'm studying the map, trying to figure out
Okay.
where it is, and also what coast my mother could be located at.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, so Willow takes the map
Just quietly sitting with the map in the
and
corner.
she's sitting it, studying it.
Would Obu know what part was? Would she be able to recognize? She knows that it's in the western. Did you say southern hemisphere?
Southern Hemisphere. Yeah.
Would she be able to recognize from the map kind of where it would be?
You were given kind of like a general area of on that map. It would be south of where you are now.
Mhm.
Kind of like if I drew a square right here,
Mm-hmm.
it could be anywhere within that spot where you kind of targeted it down to.
Okay.
But there's no like specific area in there
Yeah.
from what you could gather right now.
Cool.
There might be somebody that you run into that might have more information, or further study might lead you, or even exploration might lead you to
Solid.
decide some of those things.
Okay. Thank you.
I was going
Here
to
on this
Tegan.
chain.
Tegan? Sure. Tegan's currently strapping the prisoner to an area downstairs. Ozymandias is talking to him and is just being snarky with him a little bit, and Tegan's kind of ignoring him and not saying anything back. Seems to be pretty level-headed. So you approach as that's.
I was gonna come up and I was gonna sort of pull out the 10 scimitars and basically send down look at you and say, okay, so
Where'd you get those?
back on the island. Had an idea.
Okay.
And Lon said you're the one who hands all the crafty stuff, so we gotta get your thought on it.
Well, I'm not like a blacksmith or anything. I do more like the wood, carving and cutting wood and.
Well, I bounce this anyway because I got smithing tools I can try it on the island, but I just want to talk through with someone.
Okay.
It's gonna take 3 of them.
Yeah.
And basically put them together, sort of making a triangle, so 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
With the 3 pommels meeting in the middle.
Okay.
I want to try to figure something out so I can sort of get them affixed like this.
So you want to make a giant throwing star out of 3 scimitars?
Yes.
Interesting.
If I do it right, I got enough to make 3 of them.
It's in the player's handbook, of course.
Tegan looks at you and is like, sure, it could. I mean, these could be put together. It's just, are you going to be able to, are they going to fly correctly? I mean, they're still, they're massive for a.
Well, but I'm so big.
I mean, I'm not denying that, Kopic.
He's asking if it could be done, but didn't stop to think if it should.
Of course it should.
And two, you're gonna have to be really careful because in order to throw one of these, you're gonna have to hold on to one of the blades.
All right, dude. Just like that.
You have to be very careful, Kopic. I mean, you know how things get in combat sometimes when things are going by so quickly. So, you got to be careful that it doesn't slip and cut your hand or something. You could lose fingers.
I don't know.
Ozymandias is like,
He just sits there, broken fingers.
Yeah.
I'll come up with another idea. I got 10 of these. I got to find some way to put them all together.
I like the way you think, though, Kopic.
Do you really, though?
I want to. You do wood. Maybe we can find a way to make one of them fancy bow and arrows up on the deck. Shoot one of these things off.
The ballista, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get one of them that'll fire off one of these things and get good spinning.
Oh. Wow, I never thought of that.
It's like a spinning boomerang.
So, instead of you throwing the massive throwing star, the ballista fires it.
A glaive shooter.
Let me think about it, Kopic. I mean, it's going to take a lot of design work and careful construction.
Oh, no, that's just
because we got to make sure when that blade is fired, it doesn't cut the ropes of the ballista and everything and kind of render it useless. So
I'll leave these here and take the 10 scimitars and set them down.
Okay.
I'm not an engineer.
Once we shall find them more, I'll just keep stacking them.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, you're planning on collecting a bunch of these? Yes.
Well, that's sort of what I do.
Okay.
It's my thing.
But it points to the fan of 5 spears sticking up on it, strapped to his back.
Oh yeah, you're quite the collector. That's for sure.
I'm not just get excited about having my options.
Right. So is that your ultimate goal with collecting all these things? Is you just want to have a lot of materials that you could build into something else, or is this kind of like I had this. There was this young kid I knew one time who liked to collect little copper pieces from different places, and I didn't know if it was like a sentimental thing for you as well, Kopic.
No, I like to play with metalwork. Well, I did when I was back at home, but Captain says I can't put a forge on the ship. Something about having open fire and high temperature on wood.
Well, yeah. You don't want that on the ship.
So I don't get a chance to tinker much anymore.
I didn't know Kopic had these layers.
Yeah, we're getting some character development here from Kopic.
Kopic fixes his own weapons.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, I thought I heard somebody say something about a forge being on McCall Island. Maybe there's an opportunity for you there. So.
Well, depends on how long we have, but maybe worth it. Oh, thank you. I look forward to seeing what you come up with your little designing.
Oh yeah, I look forward to the challenge. Thank you, Copic. And
Googling a glaive shooter.
Yeah, I still don't know what that is.
Glaive.
Okay, so that scene with Copic. Anybody else have any scenes or anything that they wanted to take roleplay wise in the midst of that?
Glaive.
No.
All right, we'll fast forward then as you guys dock at Macaw Island.
Does the whole boat dock there? Or
Yeah, there is an actual dock that comes out, so you don't have to like sit out there and like take a dinghy in. You
Yeah.
can pull up and dock there.
Yeah,
You're greeted by the same, pretty much the same dock
Make it
staff that was there before. Not a lot of guys, and they're not extensive, but there's that small village there. And walking immediately like down the dock to meet you guys is that hefty-looking human that had the like reddish beard, and he kind of reminds me of what's the guy in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Santa?
Yeah.
No.
I know what you're talking about.
The
Yukon Jack.
Yukon Jack.
Yeah.
He looks
Santa?
like Yukon Jack. That's who he looks like in my head. Santa.
That one guy in that Griffin
Santa?
story?
Santa?
Oh, that nose of yours. It's Yukon Jack. He makes his way up, and you can hear his kind of hefty footsteps making his way through the dock, and he sounds like he kind of holds out his arms like this. You're back already.
Yeah, go build your lighthouse. It's ready.
The cell phone's laughing too.
What the heck?
Yeah, there was some weird cult people and some skeletons, and they're all gone. Well, there's one.
Well, they're all gone.
Not all.
We took care of all the skeletons.
Yeah, they're all frozen on the beach. Like,
Well, that's great news.
We're pretty cool like that.
You guys got rid of the whatever was causing it. That's great.
you're
I
welcome.
think it's super
We're pretty
easy to build a
amazing.
lighthouse there now.
Where's our money?
Oh, right. The payment. Yeah, it's in the lighthouse. I'll go get it really quick. You don't mind?
Go get it.
Okay.
Compac's gonna
We
look
got
at
places
the.
Oh, but he's now a money hoarder.
It's in the lighthouse that we just cleared the space from to build.
Yeah, so they have 2 lighthouses.
There's a lighthouse here.
Oh, okay.
They want one
The,
there.
Yeah.
the
I
new
literally
one's gonna
thought
have
the
a
same
gift shop.
thing. I was like, what?
That's
That's a
Yeah.
gift shop.
The new one's gonna have
This
a
is
gift
where
shop,
you buy
so-
the lighthouse paperweights.
little stuffed Yukon Jack figures.
Yes.
He doesn't say.
No, but he sounds like
He heads up to the lighthouse. After a few minutes, he returns carrying a chest. Hands it to the captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. And let's open it up, make sure it's all there.
Filled with gold coins.
Cool, close it.
I go ahead and I grab my share.
Seems the appropriate weight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have this now, that's fine.
Thank you.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
You guys,
Oh,
I mean, this is great. I mean, thank you so much for all of your help. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better group to come along and help us clear that island.
Yeah,
It was
unfortunately
our
we're kind of
pleasure.
busy though, so I don't think we're going to be able to do anything else for you. We got
We're very
other cool stuff to do.
Well, I mean, busy. What is it that you're dealing with?
Saving the world,
That's pretty big.
We're
hiding
saving
people
the world?
in bags and
Yep.
slinging them off the boat.
Y'all got people in bags. What?
Oh yeah, the guy who made all the skeletons. We took him off the island.
Oh, it's fine.
You have the guy. You got.
Do you want him?
You got one of those cultists.
Yeah, you want them?
Yeah, do you want them?
We don't have to do with them.
I mean, I thought you guys were just going to clear them out, but
Well, we
can't
had the
do that
opportunity
anymore.
to keep them.
We didn't kill everyone. We're not monsters.
Oh right, yeah. I didn't assume. I mean, you know.
Thanks. I mean, we're kind of monsters. But...
Well, what, I mean,
yeah, he is a
I
big turtle.
don't
Yeah.
want him.
Do you have any like
I-
ravaging villagers that just blame this guy?
Yeah, you know, pitchforks and like, you know.
we actually have a really
torches.
good community here.
That's
I
nice.
mean, we don't have too
Social
many
clubs
We
on Wednesdays.
don't have too many squeaky wheels
You
here.
guys have an HOA, don't you?
Yeah. It's a light HOA. It's
Different colored mailboxes. Of
yeah,
course.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, we allow flag poles in the front yards and
Tree
Okay.
houses and all that.
We trash service is a little complicated, but
I got it. We keyhole him.
Oh my god, no! That That's the thing where you tie. Okay, do you tie a person's legs and then you take them and you scrape them on the bottom of the ship?
Yeah, drag them off one side and up the other.
Oh my god, no! This is not torture time!
Yeah, we've decided it's either hang on to him or kill him, not both at the same time.
Really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys are awful.
Well, I mean, if it's possible, I mean, our guild has actually been looking for people with nice vessels that might want to be members of the McCollin Mariners Guild to help us out with some things while you're on your adventures. I mean,
is this a club?
Yeah, kind of like
this is a club.
It's like a guild. It's
like a handshake thing, or like a contract, or.
I mean, it's just got kind of like a verbal handshake thing for now. I mean, we do have written contracts, but those are for extensive contracts.
What do we get if we're in the guild? I mean, club.
Well, you get access to some Mariners Guild resources if you need any of those. You're always welcome to port here, and anything that I've got from all the other ports on McCall Island, I can help you out there. In return, we just ask that you help us out with mapping locations of possible trade routes. There's some areas that one thing we're really working on is finding areas where the fishing's really good. So we can kind of pull in some of those resources.
I can tell you where there's a giant shark.
Alligator.
Giant shark.
Oh no, the big old shark next to the hole. Both of them. We can tell you both.
Both. We know giant sharks and giant alligators.
We're very varied.
Ooh,
You guys must have lots of experience.
More than we like.
Not like those tortoises. Whatever. 30.
I mean, it's really not much of a commitment other than we just expect, some help in doing those sort of things.
Well, I think we've got a foot in the door now because we did the whole island clearing thing. So we'll be good for a little while, and next time we stop by, we'll bring you some fishing charts. Sure.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Well, do you know where you're headed? I mean, where are you going?
Good question.
That's actually
wherever the wind blows. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's dangerous. Sometimes the wind could blow you right into a coral reef.
Well, I control the wind.
That's why they have
Tom's gonna walk up behind Silas.
I just ripped the whole hull off your ship.
And just start blowing on the back of Silas's head.
No, it's I control the wind. It was a stupid joke. Sorry.
Oh, joke, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Y'all are pretty funny.
Yeah, we'll join. Handshake. Thanks.
Thank you. Welcome to the McCollin Mariners Guild.
Shake the guy's hand.
He really wants to be a part of the club.
His hand is massive.
I take both of my hands and
No,
well, welcome. Yeah, and thank you guys. I hope that payment is sufficient. It was sent in. We've been saving up for that. Unfortunately, we had a couple of those other groups come along and they just couldn't get the job done. But
hey, so
we're cooler than them.
Yeah, we're really cool. Next time we come, we might have a different ship, but I'm pretty positive we're going to have the same name. So just look out for that.
What are you planning on doing with that one when you get your new ship?
Making it into a
Selling
coral
it.
reef.
We could sell it, or if the guild needs it, we can sell it to the guild.
The guild might be able to offer you some funding if you want.
Well, we need
to sell
it for now.
Oh, right.
Because we got to get to the new boat.
Oh, where's the new boat?
Just 40 leagues north.
40 leagues north. All right. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
What's a league?
That's a football thing.
Copper's gonna look down at his foot.
None of us know anything about what we're talking about.
We're all stupid.
Sorry.
It's so good. I love it.
Well, anyways, thanks for the gold. We're gonna head on out and go look for our new ship.
I'm sure. I mean,
we're going
if
shopping.
you need any help, just feel free. This is where I'm at. I'm here. It's my job.
Thank you.
Probably take us a little while to get that lighthouse started over there on the island, but we are so grateful for you. Thank you all so much.
You don't want to come with us, do you?
Oh no, I'm retired from all that. I prefer kind of staying right here. This is easy work here. What you're doing is the hard stuff. I've been there, done that.
There's only about 3 people on our ship that can tie a good knot, so...
Ooh.
God can tie a very
Ask
decent
him
knot.
to teach you to tie knots.
I know how to tie a knot. I'm one of the 3.
I mean, if
Well,
you
the
want
other two.
to stay port here for a few days, I mean, I can go on board and I can give some, constructive criticism, some lessons. I can teach
Whip
some
those
knots.
whippersnappers into shape.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this one got all worked up all of a sudden. Got a lot of fire in that one.
Elves.
You don't even know.
These are the ones you gotta whip.
I don't know how to tie a knot at all.
We'll take a...
You should be like,
maybe we'll do
literal
tomorrow.
fire.
We'll have a little professional development day.
Oh my god, we're gonna have
Wow.
a team building exercise.
Those are big
With the
words.
mariners
I
go.
like what you're saying.
Words.
You're
I'm
getting
sorry.
used to it. He just makes up
I
things.
can't. I can't say those words. We're gonna do a seminar.
Those words.
Centaurs, where?
Centaurs? What?
Arms!
All of a sudden, the warning bells start ringing.
Spears come out.
All
Yeah.
12.
We'll meet you
Only
on
at
the
6 right now.
We'll meet you on the dock first thing in the morning. Do a half-day seminar, and we're gonna head on out.
Sure, that sounds good. Like I said, if you find your accommodations uncomfortable on the ship, we can always provide some place to stay here.
Yeah,
in the
builds
village.
character.
Well, you got it.
Obu immediately walks off the ship towards something softer.
Oh,
All right. Yeah. There's a.
is there an inn here?
There is. It's a small place that
Yeah.
it is kind of like an inn with, a bar and places to eat. With it's kind of like a one. When the crews like dock a port here, they stay for like one night and then they load up the ship the next day.
Gotcha.
And shut down.
They
So
might
it's
have
very
bacon.
simple accommodations. Okay.
Cop is going to
Bacon.
take a portion of his share and go down and see if he can pick up a couple of kegs. Bring it back for the crew.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that'll be easy enough.
Well, are you gonna stay on the ship? Are you gonna go to the inn?
Who's going where?
Do you want to go to the inn, or do you want to stay on the ship?
You went to the inn. You went to the...
I'm just literally I'm running and
There,
coming
Matt.
back.
You
I
went to the inn, and you're...
I think I'm gonna stay on the ship tonight. I gotta get bed anyways.
I'm gonna go to the inn with Obu.
Let's skip.
No, Willow doesn't feel like skipping.
Willow is going through a crisis. Willow is upset.
Willow needs a drink.
Obu buys her a drink.
So how much is Kopik's share of the booty? Is it 500?
Yeah, I'll make sure to give everybody their 500. So add 500.
Well, was it $2,000?
Yeah. I mean,
What was it?
no, it was 200. Just kidding.
Obu already took hers. She doesn't care if you guys get yours or not.
It was
All right.
2,000 gold, right?
2,000. Yep. When you count it, it's all 2,000. So you got all the funding. The inn is called the Purple Pelican. So when you guys make your way, there's a sign that looks like a pelican that's painted purple, conveniently.
She goes in and she immediately winks at the bar person.
Winking shrimp. Wink.
Because she's like, is this how all of them work?
She just looks back at you and is like, "You okay?"
I just go, yeah.
what can I get you?
She wants a mead.
Oh, right away.
Thank you.
Anything for you?
I'll take one too.
Sure.
Wow.
Do you have any bread?
Bread? Yes. So we have some nut or raisin bread. Would you like any of those?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like some of that too.
Sure.
Do you have any meats? Like other foods?
What kind of meat are you looking for? I mean, what's
Edible?
sure.
Edible.
She has ordering anxiety.
We have pork. Would you like pork?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. She makes her way back behind the counter, and you can see the all preparation. You can hear her shouting to the cooks in the back or something like that about getting started on some pork.
Ye old charcuterie board.
That's it. Eventually, they come back out with mead for both of you.
Okay. Would you like some pork, Willow?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? You've got to keep up your strength and your little halfling arms.
Just want bread.
Okay.
It's not bread. Looks
I
like
give her
bread.
the whole
I
loaf
just want
of nut bread.
Yes.
eat.
The entire thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on the ship and give Scratches, Marlin, and
Paprika.
yeah.
Oh yeah, paprika.
Well, no, I'm not gonna give him because we just paid him 1,000 gold.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
right,
paid
no,
him
we
a
did.
ton of money
Yeah.
to do
So
what you
yeah,
just
we'll
Marlin
be
and
broke.
Scratches, I'm gonna go and give them 100 gold each.
Okay. Sure.
And say, you guys did pretty good back there. Thanks for not dying.
It is not the problem, Captain.
We're not gonna have to ask you to come to shore every time. I think we were just a little nervous this one time.
But I mean, I and Scratch is like, I understand you bringing me. I mean, I have experience here, so
You were here before. Marlin.
you know, whatever you need from me, Captain. I mean, I'm flexible.
I mean, we're not super flexible, but I did get what you're saying.
Yep, turtles.
I mean, I had nothing else going on, you know.
Tortellini.
Yeah, well, y'all, you're welcome to go to the inn or stay here and enjoy. I mean, if the crew, if you guys want to go take over the inn, stay on the ship tonight. Well, do whatever you want.
You hear
Be back here in the morning.
Yay!
All of a sudden,
We're
they
about
all.
to be overrun.
Basically, everybody except for Cog stays on the ship.
Yeah.
Marlin, Scratches, they seem like they want to just take a break after the experience that they've been put through.
Yeah.
All the other crew that have been just sitting on the boat waiting for you guys, they decide to go into the village. You see Flick and Gleep are getting ready to walk down the plank, and they just kind of like look at you, kind of like giving that look of,
Are you gonna tell me this?
is it cool for us to go too?
Are your chores done?
Yes.
Will you be back first thing in the morning sober?
Yes.
Have fun.
Woo! They both start cartwheeling down the gangplank.
Yes.
Now
I'm gonna stop them and go, hey! Behave yourselves.
Yes. They run off the dock.
Now that they've all run away, how many kegs did I manage to pick up from the inn?
You got 2.
Just for you.
You're carrying like one over each.
One each.
What did you want? What were you looking for? Just regular like ale or something?
Yeah,
like
something
that?
like a good strong beer. Nothing hard liquor, but
Okay, I'll say it was probably about, to get kegs, it was probably about 10 gold total for both kegs.
head back and
As you make your way through.
watch all everybody run by. Okay. Right back to the boat. Give one to Cog, take the other one for me.
Cog just like takes the top of the keg off and he uses the whole thing. He's like
Ugh.
pouring down his
Oh my god.
pouring down his chest.
Rip it off and do the same thing.
They're gonna be wasted.
All right. So you guys are in the inn. You guys are on ship.
Yep.
Anything that you guys want to do here, or are we going to basically just say we get drunk, we sleep, and we wake up the next morning? So there's
I wanna
that.
talk to Willow and see if she's okay, because she's been acting kind of funny.
Sure. Go
And I
ahead.
just wanna... Willow, I see you've eaten all the raisins out of the raisin bread.
That would totally be something I do. Anxiety at its finest.
You okay, Mike?
You want to tell me why you've also ripped up the straw into tiny little pieces? Little straw paper?
Sorry,
And the
that's
napkins are now in little circles?
like
So
spot
good.
on.
Are you okay, Willow? It seemed the undead or something had just more of a effect on you than everyone else.
I'm gonna look around. Is anyone like nearby us, close enough to listen?
Not really. There's only one other group. It looks like a family from the village is sitting kind of in a corner table just having a meal. But other than that, it's pretty empty. There's only like one person behind the bar, and it sounds like maybe 1 or 2 people in the kitchen behind, but they're not.
Just make sure the whole crew didn't just show up.
I kind of thought they would.
I do too.
You feel like the captain hasn't given the okay yet for them to be here,
Gotcha.
but you
On
might
the
have a little
way.
bit of time.
Okay, 5 minutes. Got it. My name's not Willow.
What now?
I remembered.
You remembered your name.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
My name's Finnair.
Finnair?
Finnair.
I like it. It's different. Is that all? Are you okay?
No.
Oh, we're gonna change up the music now.
I'm trying to.
Dramatic.
Is that all you remembered?
No. My village was attacked. And my dad died. And my mom's somewhere. I don't know, it was a lot. Just all at once. It just all came back.
Why? What triggered it? What do you think in there that it suddenly came back to you?
That
Terrible
scroll
places.
that Kopik read, the names, one of them was my name.
Well, what was your name?
Apple Blossom. It's my name.
So you're some kind of halfling royalty?
I guess.
Princess
Yeah,
Finnair.
let's not do that.
Okay, no? Okay. Would you rather us call you Willow, or would you rather go by Finnair now?
I don't know.
Do you want to kind of just feel it out, throw some names out there, and just see how you're feeling?
Sure.
Okay, I'll mix it up for you. How can we help you? Is there anything that we can do?
There's a dragon, and my people need me. I gotta find my mom, make sure she's safe. My owl. I gotta find Rowan.
You have an owl?
I have an owl.
A whole ass owl?
A big one.
A biggin?
Yeah.
Like
I ride him.
That kind of owl.
Big owl. He's gone. I don't know what happened to him. I can't remember. Everything's really fuzzy.
This is a lot for one person to unpack.
Uh-huh.
Especially, you remembering all this. This is a lot for me right now. But this is a lot for you. I'm sorry you've had to go through all of this for the past, few hours, and just... It's a lot. So, do you have any idea where your mom might be?
My dad said the coast. He sent her to the coast, but I don't know exactly where that is.
Oh, there's a lot of coast.
There is.
Do you think we should
That's
bring
why I was
this?
looking at the map.
Oh,
There's a lot of coast.
there's a lot of coast. Do you think that we should bring this back to the others to get their brain power on this as well? I know I have this fancy circlet, but, I'm only working off what I got.
Maybe. Maybe they'd know. I don't know.
You guys would also know in that scroll, the name that you were talking about had the thing of Lorion after it. So you
Yes,
would,
I
you
do
would,
know.
you would
I
know
know
that.
the land,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know where that is on a map.
Don't know where that is
Okay.
on a map.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I thought.
And you also got to keep in mind that that document was written a long time ago.
Very old.
Well, then let's just take every day, each day at a time.
I think we're looking for Lorion. But I don't know where that is. I don't know where it is on a map. I don't know where to go. I don't know who would know. Is it still called that? I don't know.
Well, then maybe we can talk to somebody
Old.
Yeah,
that was my thought too.
The elves. The elves lived for ages. We can talk to my people. Maybe they have some remembrance of L'Oreal.
L'Oreal.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Perfect.
That's in the Underdark.
It's in the Underdark.
Feelings.
We could see if Bayleaf knows if there are any elven encampments anywhere near here.
We tell him though.
We don't have to tell him our whole
I
story.
don't trust him.
No, I don't
know
want to
you're
tell
into
him
all that,
anything.
I don't-
Yeah, no, he's a pretty face, but I've also paid him $1,000 to follow me around, and I know that doesn't mean much in our hearts. And I sigh deeply into my need. A single tear falls from my cheek.
Single tear.
Single tear. I guess the only thing left to do for us now is to get drunk and feel better.
Might take me a while. Remember, my dad died.
Yeah. You're also a halfling, so less drinks.
Or more drinks.
More drinks.
More drinks.
Bartender!
Yes! And then we'll just kind of like blur that scene into a bunch of drinks.
Willow, she's gonna get wasted.
Alright, you got it.
Her hat in full.
Like, hat's back on.
Full
Yeah.
glory. Silas and Kopic, other than drinking with Cog, would you guys have any interaction with anybody on the ship? And it's about that time where you're getting a bunch of drinks that the door just bursts open to this place, and just shouts of joy and chaos ensue as your entire crew, including the goblins, make their way into this place. And it's like one of those, if you've ever worked at a restaurant before, it's like when all the people just come in at once, and it's like, oh, we weren't expecting this, and it's like,
we have to turn on the grill.
That's it.
Parties of 21
Here we
that you have to
go.
see.
Yeah. We're bringing in 16 people here.
Yeah, 21 Yeah.
So it becomes a scene much like that. So it turns into chaos, and it takes you a little bit longer to get your drinks once everybody gets there and things of that nature. But we pan over back to the ship. Anything you guys have in mind before you take your long rest?
Which one of us
That guy.
has the chest?
Huh? She has the chest.
Yeah, in the bag of holding. Okay. Yeah, you have everything. So
I can. No, I can't. That's another character. My bad. Wrong character.
Wrong character.
I'm gonna spend time on the deck playing with water and wind and lightning because I'm weird.
Okay.
Not gonna talk to anybody because nobody's there except Kopic, unless Kopic wants to talk to me.
I think Kopic is drinking heavily with
Yeah.
Cog. I don't know. if he would do
We're probably
anything else.
both under deck, and after listening to Ozzy for probably about 5-10 minutes, it probably somewhat uncomfortably shoved like a rolled up mat off one of the hammocks into his mouth and just like tied it around the back of his head.
just
to shut him up.
You got it. Yep.
I'm gonna bring Marlon on deck really quick.
Are we feeding
Okay.
him? Aw.
Sure.
Marlon, look out the ocean with me for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Cap.
son.
Yeah.
Everything that the
Son.
light
It's,
touches.
I'm not lifting him. We're the same age.
Oh my god, it'd be like the Titanic.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm flying.
I'm flying, Jack.
I'm lost, I think, Marlon.
Lost. Okay.
Yeah, I know you probably sound really confused.
It seemed like you knew what you were doing and had everything together. I mean,
Well, for the most part, I'm not going to say that I always know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to find. Well, we've already talked about this. Trying to find home, trying to figure out where we came from, why we are the way we are.
right.
And no closer to any of these answers still.
Right.
Every step that we take towards, helping out our friends in the crew doesn't give us anything. No.
Well, if you think about it, Captain, it's only been a week and a half of travel on the ocean. I mean, it's
all ocean.
a lot of water. I mean, I haven't seen all there is to see out here in Amora. I mean,
I don't even know where to start looking. I've been looking for, over 20 years. Sailing the ocean and walking the shores looking for something. Not even a clue.
well, maybe we need to start being more productive and figuring out, like, who might know something about what it is that we're looking for. Maybe just looking around without knowledge, just aimlessly walking around isn't going to get us anywhere, right?
We've learned a lot. But
Made friends along the way.
we found each other.
I mean, we always got to, yeah, we did. We always got to think about all those other people that we've met too. I mean, is there anybody else that you have met over the course of your travels that you think would have any extensive knowledge or more knowledge than?
I haven't met another person who's known a turtle that can shoot lightning from his hands.
Right, yeah.
You were the first one.
I'll be honest, Captain, you're the first one that I've ever met that had any idea what I was going through.
You were kind of a mess.
I still kind of am, but I feel like at least I got a little bit of a direction now.
I mean, do we... I guess tracking down hurricanes is probably the best way to start, which sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's awful, Captain. You know what a hurricane will do to this vessel?
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need, yeah.
Tropical islands, hurricanes, warmer weather. That's all. I think that's where we need to start, I guess. Unless you got any other ideas.
Is that the south, the southern hemisphere? Maybe?
Or like
No,
right at the
that's
equator.
the elemental plane of fire. That's where everything's warmer.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
yeah, you guys are
None of
kind
us
of
do that.
right now, kind of close to the equator, I would say, of this planet.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more south than what you guys are,
Like
but
here, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be a little bit more south than what you are. I would say the
Okay.
equator, right about there is where it would run in.
Okay.
Well, we're assuming it spins perfectly like this when
Mhm.
it's tilted.
yeah,
Then the equator could be a weird diagonal.
Yeah,
This
but the
way.
world's flat. The realm's flat.
Flat round.
flat realm.
Flat roamer!
Sorry.
It's flat realm.
I'm gonna sail to the edge then.
And the world is geocentric. Everything's geocentric.
Well, I mean, we don't really have any leads. I mean, we don't have any direction. I mean, until one presents itself, I don't. Well, we're just gonna sail aimlessly is not gonna get anything done.
Yeah, we better not chase hurricanes quite yet.
I have that terrible dream that I talked to you about a while ago. Of that storm, and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I definitely don't want to go back into a situation like that.
No.
If that's what
Literally
you-
when I was
I don't want to put our lives in danger. Alright, well, let's worry about a bigger boat for now and keep sailing and learning what we can about whatever the heck we're doing right now.
Do you know anything about like that box?
Not enough to even matter, to be honest.
The Copic was reading that box in that room. It said something about a prime stone. That's like pretty serious stuff.
I mean, so does a skeletal dragon, but we haven't seen any.
Well,
of
that
them.
definitely sounds serious, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen any sign of any skeletal dragon.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
At least, you know, while I was sober.
Yeah. Let's table this discussion. I don't know enough to even everything I can tell you right now is speculation. So, but basically, we're saving the world or something.
Well, I'm happy to be here, Captain. Happy to help you. So, if there's anything that I can help you with, if it's in my realm of expertise, I'll try my best.
Whatever you need, just tell us. If we gotta go stop and find your girlfriend or whatever, we can do that.
I definitely don't have any of those, Captain.
Okay. Sure. Have a good night, Marlon.
This one Copic is now drunkenly singing with Cog, trying to get him swaying a little bit to get the boat moving.
What we could do with a drunken sailor?
Yeah, it's absolutely rocking.
So I guess we'll do just a scene wipe here to the next morning. That actually is a good time for us to take our break for the evening. So we'll go ahead and take our break now. And welcome, Internet.
Internet, you did not say what you think you heard.
It was so good to see you guys. We're back from our little bit of a break, and we're about ready to dive into the next day.
We're about ready to die.
To die into the next day. Yeah. So here's the deal: the total cost for your in-stay, with beverages, food, all that kind of deal, ends up being 1 gold and 7 silver pieces for each of you.
Unacceptable.
Look what I found.
Oh, he found that this is where we die, so he's got it. Looks like it's seen some.
Yeah, I was rolling around in another
Seen
bag.
some stuff.
Dear God in heaven, your stay at the inn, food, and drink was less than my keg.
Mm-hmm.
Let you down.
I'm blackout.
So you guys, pay for that. A lot of your other crew members decided to stay the night in the inn and tavern as well. A few of the crew members actually made their way stumbling back to the ship. Eventually,
Nice.
the goblins, they decided to stay at the inn. They got a room. They were living it up while they could.
It's like, ooh, beds, actual beds.
Actual beds.
Spend all night jumping on the bed. That'd be a goblin thing to do.
We don't have to roleplay all this out, but Major Ursa comes aboard the ship in the morning and does do a professional
Forgot that was his
development.
No, I'd like to. I'd like to learn some knots, please, DM. If you could.
I do not know all the knots, so I will not pretend to know all the knots. I did at one point when I was in Boy Scouts a long time ago, but I do not know them anymore. So you guys get some time with Major Ursa. He just teach you guys some knots, and he just does basic, things about the ship and fishing tips and stuff shared with Kopic, and how to spot different fish and what kind of habitats and things or waters that they would be most likely found in and other things like that. He doesn't have an exhaustive list of things to give you, but he gives you, some information. Probably spends most of the morning and into the afternoon with the crew. It's kind of an open book here. You guys have the opportunity to do whatever you need to do during this time. You're still docked here at this small village, but if there's any role play or conversations or things that you want to accomplish before the ship sets sail or before this training session is over, the story is yours.
Can I write down that I'm now proficient in knotting techniques as a sailor?
How well are we listening?
Proficient for one day.
I'm listening intently because I think...
How drunk were you?
Yeah. Oh, how bad's the hangover?
Probably do have a pretty big headache.
Yeah. Ooh.
From all the beverages.
I do have 20 intelligence.
You do. You're pretty smart.
It's my duty as captain of the lobster.
True. But the lobster, why would you need rope tying skills in a submarine?
For my hammocks inside of my Tibetan palace. They're made out of my scarves. This is only to help me in the future.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Okay.
I'll let you roll for it.
Okay.
Everybody who's getting training, go ahead and make intelligence checks.
Alright.
Am I at disadvantage for down in the whole keg, I'm assuming?
No. No. You just have a headache.
Natural 1.
Natural 1?
I don't care about nuts.
13.
Real bad hangover.
Real bad hangover.
3.
13.
13.
13.
See? You're
Okay.
good.
How in the hell is Kopic the only one who's going to remember any of this?
He's the only one that can handle
That's because he had
alcohol.
military training.
Huh.
Get out of here.
You said a check or saving throw?
Or just a check.
Oh, same. 18.
18.
Nice.
Well, the 19 on the die. I have -1.
Gosh.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Based on the rules.
Oh.
Silas, you're just getting distracted. I mean, you're trying to, overcorrect everybody. You're looking over their shoulders and trying to fix stuff.
Ooh.
And you end up fixing it incorrectly. And then
Oh, no,
then you move on to the next
micromanager.
person, and Major Ursa has to go and,
You're the worst kind of
Yes,
person.
You're welcome. Your captain is so invested in training you all.
that's right.
Major Ursa knows why nobody knows how to tie the knots.
Yeah, and
It's called micromanagement.
And Major
Yes, this
Major
is
Ursa
all
doesn't say
micromanagement.
anything to you. He
Good.
just goes back around behind what you're doing and fixes the
He goes,
problem.
Right,
And just
right,
keeps
but...
it quiet. Yeah, he's that guy. Willow, you're just headache on top of all the stuff from the last 2 days and the conversation that you had with.
Couldn't care
Yeah.
less about knots.
And truthfully, to be honest, you probably not don't really remember 100% what all you and Obu talked about
Yeah.
before you got into the heavy drinking. So you're not 100% sure how much you told her or how much, you know...
I'm just
It's
gonna
like,
come
we might
out
have to
and call you
redo that.
Finn.
It's kind of deal, so that stress is coming over you. Kopik, I will allow you to... You are proficient, so you can add your proficiency bonus to any knots, because for some reason you've had that connection with Major Ursa since you guys got here. You guys have been like kind of buddy together, and you really paid attention. Like this is an interesting guy. Like you could hang
I
out
got
with
one
him.
bloodshot eye open, but
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
Nice.
So yeah, I will let you do. Here's what I'm going to do for you.
Okay.
You can add your proficiency bonus, but if you spend an extended period of time not practicing or not honing your skills, you'll lose it over time.
Oh, okay, so I have to make sure that every few days.
So it's kind of like the fact that because I'm not a Boy Scout anymore, I don't remember all the knots anymore.
So I'm
So
conditionally proficient.
you're conditionally proficient. That's correct.
Okay.
You got buff.
Let's see.
It wears off in an hour.
It'll wear
If
off
you don't practice.
if you don't practice. Yep.
Okay.
Or if you're away from a ship or this kind of life for an extended period of time and then come back to it, it'll be like.
I'm gonna now carry a thing of rope with me everywhere I go. And every now and then I'm gonna be like,
As you walk.
Square
square knot.
knot.
The other knot.
The other knot that I don't know.
The
the
circle
name of.
knot.
Circle.
The
Rectangle
circle.
knot.
The triangle knot.
this ain't how a noose.
Oh, I didn't learn that one.
That won't keep the ship.
You
the dock.
didn't teach me that. Wait a minute.
Sure
What's
will.
that for?
So you throw this over there and you pull and it gets tight.
Is this how you bring the boat in?
Now that's a specific proficiency though. You got to remember it's
Yeah.
only for like knots and rope. So.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, Ursa Major, for teaching the crew.
Is it Ursa Major or Major Ursa?
Major Ursa.
It happens a lot. It's okay. I'm fine. Yeah, the crew did pretty well, Captain. To be honest, y'all got pretty set.
I wanna
I
like,
didn't do good?
shine my shoulder. Like,
Is everybody
it's me.
happy with the captain's performance today?
Oh, absolutely! Yeah, absolutely,
Everyone-
Captain. Yeah, all the crew they're super excited.
That's what I thought. All right, good. Fuck yeah.
The worst.
The big chunk of change that they had in their pockets from you paying them up front was definitely
You can do
a
no
help
wrong.
with all that.
I'm sure half of them were like, I already know how to do this. Cool.
Captain,
All right,
stop
well-
trying to fix it.
Let's, we need to find a new heading.
A what?
A new heading.
Like place to go?
Yeah, where are we going?
Oh, that was a weird way to say that. Is that a normal ship speak, or is that what?
A heading.
Let's go to Rohan.
A heading?
Yeah, it's like a direction.
Do people
It's
say
not-
that normal?
Yeah.
Like, Captain?
I've watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is that how they say that? Like
In Pirates
or-
of the Caribbean, they
Oh, oh! I thought
Where's
this
the
was a
Caribbean?
casual. Like, if I was talking
do.
to
Somewhere.
Kristen, like somewhere out there, like, so where's your heading?
Wait, you actually don't do that in reality?
Okay, now I think you're.
I'm actually not fucking with you. That's okay. Oh,
You got the one.
That
That
was the one! You used it!
daft!
I have no idea what's real anymore.
We'll have the dictionary lesson after
Okay, I'm
class.
sorry. I just don't know what people say these days.
No, it's not a
Whippersnappers.
common thing to say.
Major Ursa looks at all you. Well, man, it's time for me to go.
Yeah.
He walks out there, but-
Bye,
All right.
Santa!
Light
Bye,
up!
Santa!
Let's go figure out where we're headed next.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Captain. What's the plan? Are we meeting in the quarters?
Yeah, let's head down. to
All
Captain's
right.
quarters.
Who's all coming?
Me.
Oh,
We're
sure.
going.
All right.
You're like, oh.
It'll be
oh,
just the
alright.
5 of us.
Just the 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. The rest of the
So-
crew will remain upstairs, kind of getting the ship ready for leaving port. So.
The lobster's ready to go, Captain.
Lida. No. Lida, hold on.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What do you...
Go to Rohan.
The bad place?
You mean Rodom?
Or down?
Yeah, that's it.
Over there.
Let's not.
I want to lean down to Willow.
There's your
and,
closer zoomed in map.
Okay.
Ah.
So straight across.
I want to lean down to Willow and say, Finnair, do you want to talk to them? Or would you like to keep it to yourself for now?
Do you want to take it closer? Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, we do need that.
How much did I tell you?
I don't know, because I don't know how much you knew altogether, but a lot.
I don't remember that.
You are hungover, aren't you, girl?
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm whispering. I'm whispering. Pretty loudly, but I'm whispering. I'm gonna give her a glass of water.
Okay, sure.
You
leave and come back and get a glass of
like,
water.
here.
That sounds nice, but we need to go find more stones.
I say we follow my leg. Onward!
Well, I didn't knows about this stone. Does Simon know about the stones?
Stop telling
DM.
everybody.
I think she knew something about stones, but I don't know, like, she
Not
knew the
much, I don't
specifics.
Yeah, she knew about the contract, which mentioned stones.
It mentions stones,
That's
but she
like
doesn't know,
all
like,
she knows.
she doesn't know
Yeah.
what they do or
Gotcha.
what they're for.
Well, I'm not gonna kick her out because she's already in here. That would be weird.
Well, okay.
Does she need to go?
Well, she can help us find the shipwrecks.
Why are we going to a shipwreck?
Well, I got nowhere else to go. You won't let me go to Rodon.
Well,
How are we supposed to get a big military ship if we don't go to a place with big military?
But they left Rodom to go find stones. So either they have the stones kept secure.
No, wrong one.
Either they already
Oh,
have
you
the
need
stones
the new
somewhere
one?
very
This one?
secure, or
Got it.
we
Okay.
I'm not talking about stones. I'm talking about ship.
we'll find a ship somewhere. That's not the biggest priority.
I
Is it?
think we need to go and speak with the elves.
Okay, what do you think we should do, Elf?
I need to talk to them about something. Oh, wait. That was a joke. This is RP, I swear.
So we're going to talk to elves
We're gonna go talk to the elves.
because they know about old stuff.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
And we
Okay.
need to talk to them about, the contract. It's an old contract.
Right, and not the box, but just the paper.
Just the paper.
right.
We need to talk
Okay,
to them.
Because
well,
we
you
didn't
know-
find a box, we found a paper.
We found a paper.
Comes down like Steve's arm in the middle of her. Okay. Sweaty elves.
Sweaty
Oh, you know what
elves?
elves.
Did you say
Sweaty elves?
Sweaty elves?
Where are the elves?
No, it's Greasius. It's Greasy. It's not Sweaty
Right.
Elves. It's Greasius.
Where are the
elves?
I will be right back. I'm gonna go talk to
The
Bayleaf and ask him where the nearest
jungle.
elves are.
Okay.
Vida, I
Full
think
on.
we're confused, so just go work on the ship for now.
Sure, Captain.
Yeah,
If you need me, just call me back in.
Okay. And everything that you already know, everything in this room stays in this room.
Absolutely, Captain. Yes.
She goes walking by. Cupboard starts like trying to subtly point towards one of the shipwreck marks on the map. Like,
Oh yeah. So like to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure where to.
She's... Right. Okay. Then... Leaves. You go find Bayleaf.
Yes.
He's kind of just sitting there. It seems like he's practicing a lute right now, while everybody else is kind of busy working on getting the ship prepared. But he's practicing. And you walk up to him, and he looks towards you. And
Thank you.
thank you guys for getting me off that island.
You're very welcome.
I was kind of felt trapped there for quite a long time.
I mean, I would too if there was, you know,
Yes,
in
it's
one
so
direction
cool.
the ocean, and in the other direction a giant horde of, transforming skeletons. But that's fine.
Wasn't really too much of an option for us, you know.
Yeah.
We were just stuck there. But
Yeah. I saw
Well,
the recipe for
understand.
seagull loaf. It couldn't have been evil.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
I bet. They're
So none of
they're
these
little
places
yappy
are
birds. They
on
can't
that.
taste that good.
No,
They're
they
just-
don't
Did
taste good
now.
at all.
No.
So we need
Little like
to-
charcoal.
Bad cook?
Charcoal-y taste.
Someone
Bad
who
cook?
would know
Yes,
Oh,
names.
I'm
of
sorry.
drugs.
I'm really sorry
Yeah.
about that.
it was rough.
I have a question for
Fortunately,
you.
it sounds like
Sure.
it's capital.
And that question is.
Did you just call me Basil?
No, I called you Bayleaf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Bayleaf.
Sure.
I know your name.
I couldn't hear under while I was kind of strumming along.
Yeah, it was beautiful medley, harmonics and all that.
But we're
Lovely.
not going there.
So I
We're
know
clearing it.
where my people hail from.
Uh-huh.
But I wanted to ask you.
Where do your people hail from?
Near Westbridge.
Near Westbridge.
Oh.
My people hail from the
land
clan...
of Amsale. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
the land of Amsel.
Yeah,
My people hail from somewhere in that general area.
All right.
But I wanted to ask you, where is the nearest elven clan in this area, on this side of the maps?
Oh god, well, elves are kind of everywhere, to be honest. I mean, they're not really like... It's not really
people.
like elves are here and elves are here. It's not really...
Have you heard of any word of any of them traveling in this general area? Do you know?
I mean, I've seen elven travelers from time to time, but I mean, not since I've been working for Ozzy and his crew. It's been a while since
True. So you
I've
have
done
been
anything
probably
else. I've been busy
disconnected.
training all those guards and priests and things on how to defend themselves.
Interesting for a bard to be teaching everybody to how to fight.
Jack of all trades. I can do it all.
But a master of
Return
none?
with more equipment.
Forget I said anything. It's okay.
I'm gonna forget you said that.
Okay, sorry, Basil.
You know your cat friend almost died, and if it weren't for me,
I know. I know. He did, didn't he? You know his name is Scratch's Soft Furniture?
This.
Scratches soft furniture.
Scratches of the Soft Furniture.
Scratches. Yeah, those tabaxi, they can have outrageous names.
Very much so. Like 10 sentences long, almost like a whole entire poem. With Scratches of the Soft Furniture, of the sadness.
I think they just cling to those things and they just have to make names out of them.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's interesting.
Very interesting. Good conversation we're having here.
Yeah, this is great.
So,
I feel like we're going far with this.
Yeah. Really working on some
Sparking
things. So
romance.
I'm gonna take the information you gave me about.
Why don't you go ask your people? I mean, what's wrong with heading back to Amsale to find the elves there?
Well, see, aren't we not supposed to be? We're not supposed to go back there because of the stones, right? We're not supposed to. Since this is a sidebar, obviously.
Amsel's over here.
Um,
Rodon is down here.
Well, the Baron, if I remember
Baron.
correctly.
Yeah.
Basically, they're going to get this thing as far away and keep the stupid, crazy people out of the city,
yeah.
and take the stone as far away.
So we're steering clear of that area just for now, because we don't want to bring any undue attention to our home place. I want to protect my my family, and Kopik wants to protect whoever he holds special over in Westbridge.
Okay.
So or Amsale, and so we're just steering clear of there. Also, there's many more adventures to be had outside of there. It's a very small town.
I mean, you could really you could go to pretty much any port and see if you can find elves. I mean, if it's just a matter of finding an elf,
We're
you
looking
just find any
particularly for
port.
old elves, like
Old
the oldest elves.
The oldest elves?
Yeah. Just really want anyone old in general. I'm looking for an old guy, okay?
Old guy.
Just really old.
Okay, I mean,
Older the better.
man, I'm sure there's a lot of old elves out there. We just gotta look.
I'm gonna go and table this idea and come
Okay.
back with more.
Well, sure, I'll just sit here and practice my lute. And
You have fun.
I will do.
Do you know Stairway to Heaven?
Is that popular?
Maybe.
Play Freebird!
I heard of Freebird.
Freebird. Play
That's
Freebird.
a great
Do you know
tune.
Wonderwall?
Wonderwall.
Wonder-
Here's my
Is that a spell?
Actually, it's a Wall of Fire. My apologies, I burped a little.
Wall of Fire.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard of that one.
You know, it's by
through the fire thumbs.
Fanny Cash.
Fanny Cash.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of that bard.
Yep. He's very
Mhm.
popular in Amstel.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't
Thanks.
been to I've heard of Amstel. I've never been there myself, so maybe
Beautiful
someday.
place. Full
Great.
of Fanny Cashes.
Fanny Cash.
I'm gonna immediately turn on a dime and walk away. Just awkward myself right out of that.
Immediately you hear some clinking of the lute back there.
And then I'm like, oh god. And then I walk back.
Difficult social situations.
That's awful. I want to go back in the room and I'm be like, okay, so we can't meet any elves right now. That
There we
plan
go.
was,
There's one right there.
I mean, old elves. I'm very young. Really old elves. I don't know where any are, guys. We could go back to my hometown, but
It's a long way to go.
long way to go.
We looked at this map here, and there's a place called Reptile Inlet that says return with more crew and weapons, I guess.
Is this because you and your tortellini friends?
No, I think this is like the snake people.
Ooh.
We don't like snake people.
No.
I don't like snake people. We had problems with snake people.
I want to know, maybe we should ask Lida. I think we asked her before why they marked it to return with more weapons and crew.
I can't remember.
Do we know? Have we asked her yet?
I think you asked her general, but you didn't get too specific with the conversation, I think.
One place says, beware the green light. Don't want to go there. Possible shipwreck. We sailed through one and it was mist. And we fought a spooky time.
Yeah, a bunch of ghosts emerged onto your ship and you had to fight them off.
Shipwrecks.
Oh, we gotta burn anything green then too if you want to avoid green stuff.
Yeah, I like green, so.
Then let's go to green light.
But anyways, Willow, do you have any thoughts? Do we go seek out elder wisdom? Or do we go where the wind blows?
I want to start pointing, or like pointing at the thing on the paper and looking at her, because Obu's not subtle. She's just like, well, do you want to go there or not? But I don't say anything.
How do we know where any of these places are? It's not updated on the map. So we need someone with knowledge of older times.
The elves!
The jungle, the deep.
All of you make an intelligence check.
Oh
We're
boy,
using
we're
a different die this time.
In the midst of this conversation, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
This is a DM intervention right here.
Yeah.
This is DM looking at you guys, pointing at every place on the map.
I'm just like, stop being stupid.
6.
6. Okay. Ooh. 21.
15.
15.
15.
15. Everybody except for Silas.
Surprise! The seafaring turtle.
And actually, the fact that you said seafaring is why this intelligence check came up.
Donk.
Major Ursa is part of a mariner's guild.
Oh, God.
Oh.
He may know something about places and maps and sailing and where to go.
We join
Wow.
The elves are a good idea.
Let's go ask to see.
The elves are a good idea.
This is Obu pulling out.
But you just don't have the resources around you to be able to figure out like where you're actually gonna find those.
just
other
like
than
elves.
Other than just go to a port and find an elf, you know.
Are you an elf?
Yeah.
Are you?
We didn't assume he knew anything.
He's just
a
this
beach
guy
bum.
on a.
The
He's just a
Mariners
beach
Guild.
bum.
Why would they know anyway? Wow.
So that is an option.
Hint, hint, Mariners
Thank
Guild.
you.
Now let's just go.
But you have other
Okay,
options
green light
too.
on.
That's not the
Wait.
only option.
Can Lida be the one who was like, hey, by the way?
You guys would know. Lida wouldn't know because if Lida knew, it would be on that map.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Because Lida was in charge of doing that.
Okay.
And over the last 2 years, that was kind of what she did, is she mapped this part out.
Are we gonna Scooby-Doo on our ways on over there?
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll just be
we're-
like, don't lift the anchor yet.
1 minute. We have to.
Like,
We'll
you
be
got
right
it,
back.
Captain.
Taking our map with us.
Okay. Sure.
Write down on this map.
Yeah.
Can we? We'll go to Ursa Major and say, can we exchange notes on our maps?
Oh, sure. You guys took care of that island for me. I mean, that's great. What do you got?
I mean, we need to know.
Everything you know, put it on this map.
I mean, if
Oh,
you have
gosh,
an update,
everything I know. I mean, I've got some updated maps and things of that I can pull out. And he goes and starts like pulling out like tubes that has maps in it and stuff that have been. You can obviously see that multiple sailors and things have been working on different maps and putting these things out. Starts opening out maps and what is it that what do we need to know? I mean, everything I know is going to be. We could be here for days.
Well, I want to talk to you about a tattoo or about a scar. Actually, it's a scar.
A
tattoo.
I want to talk to you about a scar later
Scar.
on.
Okay.
But
Scar.
we have more important things right now, and that is
we're looking for some old places.
we're looking for some old places.
Old places.
Mm-hmm.
Like what kind of old place?
Old places, new faces.
maybe some old landmarks that are ruins now, or
Well, I
Names
know a
have
lot of
been
those.
changed.
were
Yeah.
called one thing and now called something else.
Okay, well, what was it called?
Willow, what were they?
Folond? Alright.
Folond.
The jungle?
A jungle.
What is the jungle called?
Iwanana? I don't know.
Where's the jungle? You know where any jungles are?
There's lots of jungles.
Great.
Copic's walking out and going to look for them at Smith. And
Folond was used to be, if I'm correct, it's pretty far south of here. These are your maps. Let me look over your maps here. I don't think it's called the Jungle of Folond anymore, but he looks at this and he's like, somewhere in this area down here. I think right in there.
Really now?
Yeah. Does that mean something to you?
A little bit. Does this?
Whoa!
Not like that.
It's aggressive advance.
Scandalous.
Alright, so you do that.
Take my leg and I prop it on the table.
What happened to you?
I was attacked by a Japanese man of war. It's a jellyfish.
Japanese man of war.
I'm kidding.
Giant jellyfish.
I have had this my entire life, and I don't know what it means.
Okay. Did you ever thought it might just be a scar?
I did, until this, I think it was this creepy old man at a port told me that it looked something like a landmark. And from further investigation, it looks to be somewhere close to the area of Folond that you just pointed out. It was a very creepy old man, but I take my leads wherever I get them.
Right.
Don't discriminate.
Oh, sure. Okay, well let me take a look. And he gets your maps out. And he's setting them there, and he gets a couple other maps out, and he sets them there. Well, he starts rubbing his beard. Well, if we're targeting this area, this what used to be the jungles of Folond, there's this river, pretty hefty river that goes in from the coast.
Watch your language. Don't say hefty.
Oh,
I'm talking about her leg here.
Okay,
It went right over my head, and I was like, huh? Oh, what?
I didn't mean your leg, young
That's
lady.
right.
I apologize.
I pat my knee, like that's right.
But he looks at it and he's like, it's not on this map here, but somewhere in here is where it's there's an inlet there, and it travels on down, and it has these several other rivers that kind of jet up from it, but it's called the Arbis River.
Artemis?
Arbis.
Arbis.
A-R-B-I-S. Arbis.
Ooh.
And it kind of looks like, and he holds it up, and it like almost matches the direction of your scar.
I go,
I mean, that's kind of creepy, I think.
I think so too. Arbis. I have the Arbis River on my leg.
You have the Arbis River on your leg. That's right.
Oh my god. I need a minute.
Okay, take all the time you need.
Thank you.
Yeah, you go sit over there. Let's look at another place.
What about Rhinan's Deep?
The Varicose River.
The Varicose River.
The Varicose River. Rhinan's Deep.
Sounds like an ocean space, like a trench or something.
Rhinan's
Ooh,
Deep
very
has
nice
a Dwarven culture written all over it, but
a mountain perhaps.
Could be within a mountain or under the ground.
I don't want to go there.
Arbis.
To be honest, I don't really have any
Arby's.
knowledge on a place called Rhinan's Deep, and could be just a ruin now, but it could be named something else. I mean, you said this document was old, right? Like old stuff.
It's very old.
Yeah, some of these names might not even these places might not even exist anymore.
That's what we were wondering too. What about Lorion?
Oh, I know Lorion. They call it Old Lorion now. But that's located down here below the Troubled Lands, in this section. That's the desert lands. I call the Amsham Desert down there.
Mm-hmm.
The Sassara grasslands are located down here. And then this is the Timberland. I can't remember the name of that, but this is some kind of... I always mess up this word, and I should know it because I'm a Mariners Guild member, but like archipelago. I always mess it up. It's one of those things. This group of islands.
I believe it's pronounced archipelago.
What is the actual pronunciation?
I
Just
don't
like
know.
I think it's
Archipelago.
I can't say it.
I had it because I
Archipelago.
googled it.
He had to
and
look it up.
I had to look it up, and I kept on pressing it, and it's definitely it's arc because it's like a K sound. Archipelago. Archipelago, I think is the correct pronunciation. Because if you Google it and press play, Archipelago. Yep. That's it.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. And
troubled
it is called. I got the actual name of that. It's called the Cronophin. Cronophin is what the archipelago is called. Cronophin. Cronefen. And it's on the. That's called the. This is called the Crystal Sea down here.
Okay.
So that entire area is considered Old L'Oreal.
Down here, all this is Old Lorient. This is Rodam.
Oh, so if we go to Rodam,
Okay.
then we can just hop on the lane.
This
We go
is the
south.
Troubled Lands right in here.
Okay.
That separates Lorient from Rodam.
Okay.
Nobody really travels through there. It creates this natural border of chaos and craziness and terrible monsters. And then this was
I'm not there. I
Amsel
wandered
right
off.
up here
Yes.
where you guys started. Westbridge being on this end.
Yes.
That's where you guys started. And then this is Saywin up here, Mhm.
Okay.
which is on this map as well. So you got your Saywin, your Amsel, and your
Then the
Rodam.
Troubled Lands in
Troubled
the middle
Lands,
of
and
that.
then Lorient is right underneath that.
Oh, cool.
I don't like that dude.
Well, we've got a definite. We've got a tattoo. Or
Well,
a
Old Lorient has a
star.
port that I know about
Nice.
called Nolbun. Knollbun. But honestly, none of our vessels really travel there because right now they're just there's a lot of people trying to get out of that land because apparently rumors of a terrible dragon taking over the whole place, leaving most of the other settlements in ruin right now. But apparently, a lot of ships are taking unfair advantage of the people down there. They're charging them ridiculous rates to get them out of there, so they're having to cram into this last port city and try to make some money in order to buy fare out of the place.
Sounds like a place where we can make some more money.
We need a bigger ship. We gotta save all the people.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a bigger ship. It can just be a tight squeeze.
But more people, more money.
More people and a tight squeeze.
Just glaring at both of you. Super mad.
We can save them, and we can make money.
And
And
I don't know what else. Let's just
And-
go.
Yeah.
That's a definite, right? That's a one, but we don't have to make money. But we. And then the last one.
That was the last one.
Oh
Oh no.
Yeah.
Endor.
Enandor?
Enandor?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is there was a rumor that I heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't think that place exists anymore. But the rumor is that place was once where your Amsel was a long time ago.
So Amsel used to be the place of Amandor? Or
I think so. I mean, it's gone through many shifts of, different
Maybe the Baron
individuals.
can tell us more about that.
Maybe.
I mean,
Or
it's just
maybe
what
my
I've
people.
heard. I don't know how much of it is true.
Or maybe
Okay.
even my people could tell us.
My people.
My people.
Well, cool. Thanks, Ursa Major Ursa.
Oh, you did so much for me. It's the least I could do to help out.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you back.
And thank you for my Arby's leg.
Arbus.
Arbus.
The Arbus River
Yes.
on your leg.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
Can I
lot.
take a pen and start, or like a quill and start like drawing little features from the map onto my leg to kind of just figure out what I'm looking at?
Sure. Yes.
I'm like, oh my god.
Sketching it out.
I'm like drawing a tree over here, like, oh, this is the jungle.
I'm gonna go over after you like almost finish and grab a cloth and just go thunk on the wet ink.
Oh,
just flip it over.
Flip it
There you
over.
go.
That's it. There you go.
There you go, boo. You won't lose it now.
Thank you. And then I have to like take it and shine it up in the light because it was a reverse image of it, so I have to go like that.
I mean, he also said, "Oh, feel free to copy any of these things from these maps onto yours," and just gives you guys time. That
I immediately
I'll
do
start
that.
doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I give it to her.
That's my job, remember?
Yes. Give her the quill.
Maker.
Now I have a giant blur of ink on my leg, just a giant blob. I just take another cloth and just onward.
And what other information you find out? The Arbus River is one of the. It's a pretty big river, so you do believe you could actually sail your ship in like down the river. And one thing you would also know is it's one of those awkward rivers. I think it's like the Nile River that flows to the north. One of the few rivers that flows north. The Arbus River does flow to the north on this planet as well.
Interesting.
So it makes it difficult because the river, if you wanted to sail down it, you're going to be going against the actual current of the river. So you'd have to depend a lot on the ship's sails and being able to carry you downstream. So
I can handle it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's head back to the ship. And we can... Where'd Coppet go?
Where did Coppet go?
Were you there the whole time?
No, I wandered off when they started going,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Coppet going off to go find the forge.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you make your way, and there's you meet this individual, middle-aged man. Looks like he's been working. He's got dirt on his face and things of that nature. You approach and say, "Yeah, you must be the one that was looking for me the other day. They told me that you were."
Oh, yeah, I was looking at... Well, actually, I think we're getting ready to leave. I'm just wondering today if you got any medium-sized anchors.
Medium-sized? Yeah, I mean, I've got an anchor.
How much to buy it off you?
You want to buy it?
Yeah.
I guess, and you can make me an offer. I didn't put price tag on it. Usually, sometimes I do bartering if you got something to trade.
Let's see here.
What do you have? I have every weapon. Multiples of every weapon.
Coppet will pull out not shielded, but his regular shield.
Shield.
And then 3 of the spears. How about 3 spears, a shield, and 20 gold for the anchor and a length of chain.
Make it 25 gold, and you got yourself a deal.
Deal.
All right. So after some negotiation, you guys kind of trade. So you get a medium-sized anchor and a length of chain.
Okay.
How long of a chain were you looking to get?
Like
25 feet?
Oh, nowhere near. Maybe
near
5, like 10 feet.
Got it. 10-foot length of chain. Yep. Anything else?
No, Coppet's just gonna, get the chain affixed to the anchor.
Feel free. Stop by any time.
So toss it over, much like you do with the bag, toss it over the shoulder and just start heading back to the ship. Figure.
Yep. As you guys are saying, where's Coppet, and you're starting to exit out of the lighthouse, you see Coppet's got this bag over his shoulder, and he's walking through the village, heading his way back to the docks.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not worried about it. Come on, Coppet. Bring your...
As I start getting a little closer to him, I lean a little closer. Just keep walking.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the vessel. Anything else you guys wanted to ask Major Ursa before you left, or was that good?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Unless we're stupid
Unless,
and
yeah,
forgot something
unless
else.
Oh,
Mike
no,
is telling
no.
us we missed
He's like,
something.
you forgot.
Yeah, it's... sounds like everything for now. We'll figure it out. We got 3 decent places that we can go to.
Yeah, you guys have some leads now.
That's where we're going.
I vote we go to the land of Arbus. I mean, the Arbus River.
We can go to Obu's leg scar. Which
Oh, we're going over his leg?
what?
We're going to Nolben.
Oh,
Nolben?
What's a Nolben?
that's the.
Oh, wait, them dog
Was
men
Nolben the
things. We
port
gotta go
in
kill a bunch of them?
Lorione? Nolben the port in Lorione?
Yeah. The others. We're just going straight east, the other side of the ocean, south of Renown.
Okay, adventure!
That sounds good, because there's stuff there, right? Says it on paper, so we'll go there. Start there.
Willow, why do you want to go to Nolben?
I don't care. Let's go.
Onward! Adventure!
I'm trying to decide. I was like, do I tell them?
What?
Silent sharks
going
at
down there?
Whatever.
Why are we going down there?
Because adventure.
She picked it. And it's better than her leg place.
Hey, my leg place is
What about
great.
Green Light or the snake place? We can make ourselves some really nice snake cakes.
There are people that need us.
And you know what?
We're
Yeah, we
going.
could make some good snake cakes. And Arby's is great.
You were all on board with
I
making
love
money.
that meat
Yeah.
and
We're
cheese.
not making money off of them. We're going to
But
help.
you insulted my leg. And I don't take too kindly to that.
If I remember correctly, I told him to watch his language.
Yeah,
for
but
calling
then
your
you
leg
changed.
Are
hefty.
we already back at
You
the ship?
changed.
Yeah. I'm saying you guys are having this argument as you're walking
I'm
up the
stomping
gangway.
up. Slam over the door. Light up! We're going to Nolben. Prepare the ship. Slam the door and stomp back down.
I'm gonna
Lila-
open it back up and just be like,
terrified.
Yeah, just. It's
Lila
okay.
looks at you. Cap?
It's fine.
Oh, right.
I guess.
Where's Nolben?
Just. East.
Open the door again. Slam a little map at her. And throw the map out the door.
It's like one of those situations where it's just like.
Yeah, just. I don't know.
You really need to take care of that, Captain.
Take care of him. He insulted me.
All the ladies are. Everyone's mad at me. I'm just going with the flow here.
Come on, Willow, let's go.
You want to go to sunken ships and death. You want to go to a place that's on your leg.
And it's a
And you-
beautiful leg.
What's
Yes.
wrong with this
Say-
campaign, right?
And you want to save people. And I just said, sure, we'll save people because that sounds like the best of the 3. Nobody cared about what Silas wanted.
Silas doesn't want anything right now. And then I lose all my steam, and I'm just tired at this point. I'm like, fine!
She forgets what the argument was even about.
It's like, we're going to Nolben!
Lila,
Captain!
You said somebody need to be dealt with?
Well, right now I'm just trying to find out where Nolben is. I mean,
Oh, no, I
that's
thought I heard
now
you
on the
say
map.
that somebody had to be dealt with. That's
gonna-
what I've come in.
Oh, no. It's
Copy,
fine.
we probably need to check the supply stores to make sure we have enough. I mean, we're talking 24, 25 days at sea.
Okay.
I think we're stocked up enough, but you might want to check
That's a
with
month.
maybe some of the
Check.
crew.
We can stop at Q place.
Cuckoo choo.
Q place. That's slightly
Scar
north.
Island?
No.
O'Crago?
O'Craig. No.
That's
That's
Scar
Island. There's a place.
Well, Crago would take you 16 days because that's where you left.
No,
Here.
there's a place
We don't
in the
remember.
middle of the
Kamore?
ocean. Yeah. Is that a supply stop?
That is a supply stop, but they're technically that's part of Rodam.
Hmm.
And we have their ship.
Yep, no.
And you were already told from Scar Island that their prices are higher
Right.
there, so that's why a lot of people go to Crago instead of Kamore to supply up.
I'm gonna get off the boat. Ursa Major.
Okay, you knock back on the lighthouse.
Obviously, we can't do anything when I let my crew go and drink for the night. We need some supplies. Can I just give you 50 gold, 100 gold, and help us stock up for a month trip?
Yeah, sure.
Do we have
A
that?
month? Yeah, I can see what I can scrounge together. I mean, we just a couple days ago we had another ship at port and we kind of low on some things, but yeah, we can get at least enough to get you to where you're going. You may have to restock up once you get there.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's just bedraggled because he's been yelled at by an elf and a halfling, and he's just like, please help, don't yell at me.
Yelling.
However much
Everybody
gold.
stop yelling at me.
However much gold you want. I'm just ready to go.
All right, well, because of your favor that you did for us, I mean, we could probably make sure you get there. I mean, it looked like when I was there helping, you guys were pretty well stocked as it is, at least to get you there, but I can... 50 gold, I can bump you guys up and make sure that you guys are okay.
Let's do that, and then just make sure we're good for 30 days.
All right, just give me a few moments. I need to go find some of our men to bring it to you. I'll get it taken care of.
I'll get some of the goblins to help.
Oh, great, yeah.
They're great.
They were kind of wild, I guess, at the inn last night. They were doing some crazy stuff.
He's like, what?
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, like they have this like this moose head that hangs in the inn, and like they were hanging from the antlers and trying to. One of them was actually trying to drink ale through its nose.
Oh.
Do you think I could buy that moose head?
You're gonna buy the moose head?
Yeah.
From the tavern?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to go talk to the tavern. I mean, I'm not in charge of the tavern, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the tavern. Okay, thank you, Ursa Major. I'm gonna walk to the tavern and...
Okay.
Major Ursa.
Smursa.
Smursa. I'm gonna offer 50 gold for the moose head.
For the moose head?
Yeah.
That's pretty high for a moose head, isn't it?
The one woman's like, sure?
Yep, okay. Thank you.
That's a lot of gold for a moose head.
So you just spent 50 gold on a moose head?
25% of his entire payday on this thing.
He must have been really bedraggled.
So you now have a moose head trophy.
Okay. I'm gonna take it back to the ship.
Okay.
Copy. Will you please hang this on the mast? And then hang Fleet and Glit. Can't even say their names. I'm so bad right now. Hang them from this moose with a water rope.
Okay.
You're punishing them?
Yes.
Why?
What?
Because I told them to behave and they didn't.
I let Cog deal with
he buys a moose
hanging
head to just
They didn't
to illustrate a
destroy
point.
anything.
They poured ale through its nose.
No, he said that the goblins were trying to drink ale. Like, they were inhaling ale
Through
and like...
They're in trouble.
Yeah.
Please hang
Copy,
them from
Copy's
the-
gonna let Cog hang it, and he's gonna go find
Only
the two
for a
goblins.
day.
Alright. No, I mean, it's not going to be a
Absolutely
challenge.
not.
And then
12 hours.
Copic is going to
No.
take the knots that he just learned.
Lida comes up seeing the conflict here and is like, Captain, it may not look good to the rest of the crew.
Thank you, Lida.
For us to be arguing on the deck.
Well,
For you to hang people from a moose head on the mast.
Obu's gonna go down into the lobster.
this is the most I've heard this one talk, like, the whole time.
You know,
You definitely hear all of it too.
and when you hear
You're
her
observing.
talk, you should listen. She only speaks when she really needs to. And she really needs to right now.
Okay, well, I'm getting the course settled to go to Nolban. Make sure they don't kill each other.
I'm actually gonna go to the lobster and let them handle it. Because
Okay.
this is pretty loud.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna deal with this.
Right.
Okay. I'm
gonna go do my job.
Yeah. Let's just let them do their thing.
Well, I just spent 50 gold on this moose head to hang from my
Then
mast.
go decorate your office with it.
One of the goblins is hanging from it at some point.
For fun. You're not hanging them from it.
You know, Copic's just sitting on the ground next to him and just... I'm on like the fourth knot. One on each ankle, one on each wrist. I'm going for a fifth around the waist.
One of the goblins is just like, what are you doing?
I want to shout out from the lobster and be like, the captain can't tie knots! Just close the door.
What does that have to do anything with what Copic's doing to me?
Well,
I'm very confused.
Copic, untie the
you may
goblin.
want to get yourself untied. Just
Copic is gonna... and just try to toss him over the bar. I just let him sort of swing there.
Copic, bring him down.
Okay. Just let him go with the rope.
Okay.
Just let him...
He flops back down onto the deck.
You knew that would happen.
That's
No.
Goblin's fleet clip.
Yeah?
Bring this moose head to my chambers, please.
That's a really nice moose head.
Don't
Have you seen it
compliment
before?
what he said.
I mean, I've seen a bunch of moose heads.
Okay, go. Hang it somewhere nice, please.
It's gonna be on
You
your
got
bed.
it, Captain.
It's gonna be above my bed.
It's gonna be in your bed.
Hang it on the wall.
You got it, Captain.
Okay.
Crisis avoided.
Gopik's just going to go up to the other end of the ship and just, with that new anchor, just sort of start taking it and swinging it around a little.
Okay.
Well, I
Get
just
a feel
set
for
sail
it.
as soon as the supplies come from Ursa Major, please.
You got it, Captain.
All right, I'm gonna go to my chambers and shut the door and
Your
kick the
tail,
goblins out.
your shell.
My chambers.
You go to your chambers and the goblins
The moose
still
corral.
haven't gotten a chance to hang it yet.
I'm gonna watch them for like 30 seconds and then
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them to get out.
You can see one of them's like,
They're trying so hard.
the other one comes over. Hey!
Get out!
They slide it across the wooden floor. It's like smacking up against the wall a little bit.
No, get out!
Get right, Captain.
All right.
It's basically just leaning on the floor, like leaning up against the wall. It's,
Can I pat one of them on the shoulder? Because it just was sad. And I feel bad for them because the captain keeps yelling at them.
Mm-hmm.
you just tap him on the shoulder, like, looks up at you, smiles, and there's only like 3 teeth.
I go, good job. Good job.
They move on. And quick scene wipe. They get the ship ready. You guys pull up the anchor. And you guys start sailing off in the direction
Yes.
of Nolben.
That's it.
So we're gonna put some sea music on.
I start practicing my knots.
Don't forget.
I won't forget.
Let me see.
Gopik can teach you.
This is
Yes,
called
true.
Age
At any
of
point,
Sail.
Gopik can
Let's
teach
try
me.
Age
I'm
of
gonna
Sail.
avoid Willow
How-
for 3 days.
How loud it's gonna be. Avoid
On a
Willow.
ship, that is going to be a trip.
Not avoid, but just not talk to him.
Okay,
I don't want to talk to you either.
I think so.
Fully.
so here's what we've got.
My leg is beautiful.
I'm fishing with goblins.
I did a lot of pre-rolling
Ooh.
Oh boy.
for what might happen and things of that nature if you guys were on the open sea. So basically, what I'm going to do is tell you that, and if you want a role-playing scene, just tell me to stop, and then
Halt!
take what you need.
Halt.
Cease.
Because I know there's going to be a lot of like 24 days at sea can be a long lull if there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you, you have 3 open days of sea travel where it's clear weather, wind is fine.
Did you just say 3 out of 24?
Yeah.
You have
The first 3.
The first 3.
And then
Oh.
And then, yeah,
You have
and then
3
21
days of-
encounters.
This is
In a
meta
row.
game for there is something that pops up on day 4. But if you have anything within those first 3 days,
So we'll talk to each other when something happens.
Unless you want to come talk to me, I'm not.
which is kind of funny because I did roll at random. and
Yeah.
It was 3 days. So the fact that you did that was pretty.
Gopik's going to spend the full 3 days just fishing.
Just fishing?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, then fishing, then every once in a while, playing with one of the new knots he learned, play with his new little anchor toy.
Okay. Sure.
I guess I'd be updating maps still and
Updated
putting
map.
down what we knew and what we learned.
Have fun updating Open Sea.
Sassy
Say bad words.
Obu, anything in particular other than practicing knots?
I want to try to teach Gleep Druidic.
Gleep Druidic.
I want to try to teach Gleep Druidic.
Oh gosh, that's gonna take
I'm gonna listen to this because it's gonna be hilarious.
That's gonna be.
Okay, so how do I do it?
Well,
What do I do?
so Druid. Okay, remind me if this is correct. Druidic can only be spoken between druids, right?
Pretty much, you have to be a druid to understand druidic.
Would
I'm a help.
how do you become a druid? Like, this is sidebar. Basically, I want to try to teach Gleep
To be a druid.
to be a very minor, crappy druid. But just for the heck of it, to see if I can do it.
Right. How do I do it?
You need to commune with the spirits of nature.
Right.
How do I do that?
Well, first, let's start with some meditation. We're going to try...
Is that what Captain does sometimes whenever the rain doesn't touch him? Did you see that? Is that kind of weird?
Well, he does meditate sometimes. I don't know why the rain doesn't touch him specifically. I don't know what spell that is, but it's not druidic.
One time I was in the crow's nest, okay, and I was just like suspicious. I almost did it. I thought about just like spitting down at him, see if it would do anything or if it would just.
She did.
I think you should do that next time.
You should
Really?
definitely do that next time.
What are you talking?
I think it only counts for rain, so I think you'll hit him.
Oh, right.
Do it on a shell so he can't feel it though, and then he'll just be sitting there with spit all
Well,
day.
I'll be honest. I don't really. I don't know if I can aim it that well, but I can try.
Try it. Try it.
So how you commune with nature?
We're going to help me here.
This is fun.
We're going to.
This is so much better than cleaning the deck.
Yeah. And you certainly don't have to do that later after this.
Don't tell Captain, but the other night I slept for like 4 hours in the crow's nest.
Oh my goodness. It'll be our secret. And then I want to take out one of my like totems because my druidic totem is in my hair. It's like little pieces of wood all up in my hair. I want to take one of the druidic totems and I want to tie it to his clothes. And I want him to just close his eyes and start concentrating on it.
Is this like step 1?
This is step 1 to complete.
Do you have one of these?
I do. Mine's different though.
Wrong pipe, excuse me.
Are y'all doing this on the deck?
We're on the deck.
Do I hear this?
We're like over here.
Yeah, kind of like by the stairs.
If you want to place your minis on there, you can. There's goblin minis over here. This is your whole.
The goblins. Okay, we only got Gleep, so I'm gonna grab Gleep.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you, Copic. If you're close enough, if you're up there, yeah.
Yeah, I would be sitting up there fishing.
Okay, yeah.
Assuming I hear this, as I see them sort of getting ready to meditate, I'm going to take one of
I don't remember that much.
whatever the smallish, medium-sized fish I caught is. I see everyone get ready to try to meditate.
Okay.
I'm going to take the fish and just throw it at the goblin.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys prep Gleep for meditation. You can go ahead and role play that out, and then what we'll do is we might skip some of it, just so we're not sitting here meditating with a goblin for 3 hours.
Exactly what we're doing.
Basically, druids revere nature above all, gaining their spells and magical powers from the force of nature or from the nature deity. Mm-hmm. So we could do it from the force of nature because I don't think Gleep has a nature deity, and so we could just get him to just start meditating with us and thinking about algae.
Make a religion check for me.
Okay.
That's the way the water moves.
I think that's going to work beautifully. I love that die roll.
Okay, give me a second. I have to check what it actually is. Oh, that's an 8. Yeah.
You have no idea about anything religious with goblins.
Okay.
You don't even know if they have a deity or...
Druid's forbidden from teaching it to a non-druid, so we have to teach him to be a druid before we can teach him druidic.
Okay, so we're
I
gonna
just
teach him
looked
to.
that up.
Then we're gonna teach him to be a druid.
Gotta teach him to be.
Try to
Just like a
try
minor
to train him in the ways of a druid.
Yes.
Okay, Gleep. All right.
Alright. I'm going to lay out a
secret.
whole bunch. Okay, we're gonna set the scene.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out a bunch of herbs and things that I've had in my pack.
Yeah, you're taking them out, and immediately, you set some things out, and
I guess I'm half here to help, and half here to make sure you don't do something.
Oh.
Teach him a secret that he shouldn't know.
you're perceptive enough to see this, but he grabs some of the herbs and
No. Stop it, Gleep. That's rosemary. It's really good, but stop it.
it's nice.
It's really. Rosemary.
What's all this for?
This is just to help you commune with nature.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Do I have to eat all of it?
We can afterwards. But
You
you
don't-
don't
you
need
don't
to
eat-
eat
don't
it.
eat it.
Don't eat it. Let's not eat it right now.
This is kind of like a smell thing.
Yeah.
But if I don't eat it, won't he eat it?
No, it's mine.
What's the competition over there?
You won't eat any of it.
These are
Right?
special.
You won't eat any
Oh
of
my
it.
God.
Yeah, okay. See? He won't eat any of it.
Right, okay.
Then
Now what?
I want you to close your eyes,
Close my eyes.
and I want you to think about the totem on your clothing. The little wooden totem right there.
This one.
Yes. Hold on to it. No,
No,
don't pull it
no,
off.
put it
Don't
back
pull it
on.
off. Hold
Ooh.
it. Just hold it.
Ooh.
And then think about the plants and think about the energy that brings them to life.
Think about plants.
And think about the energy that rushes through your
What
body.
energy bring plant to life?
Sunshine.
I'll think about sunshine. Okay.
Think about sunshine.
Sunshine.
Do you feel the sunshine on your skin?
Well, not really.
Don't answer me out loud. Do you feel the sunshine?
Oh,
on
I'm
your
not supposed to answer
No,
out
just
loud.
think about it.
Can I talk?
No.
No.
That's what meditation is.
quiet.
Let it quiet, yes. Convict, be quiet!
Oh my god. And then
I'm chucking a fish at him.
Okay, I'll make a dexterity check.
This isn't working. I just want him to be like just like a rage powerful druid later on. He comes out of left field. He's like, ah!
Wild shape.
That is 10 plus 5, 15.
Comic, you're not helping.
I think I did it.
What did you do?
I communed with nature.
And I look at Willow, and
And
I'm
nature
like,
slapped you in the
It
face.
pulled a fish out of the ocean.
I pat him on the shoulder and I tell him, "Good job, buddy."
So proud.
And then that's it. That the
Yeah.
scene cuts to black.
Are we done?
I'm gonna make an intelligence check for Gleep. So on your goblin sheet, you're gonna add any intelligence bonus for a goblin
-8.
to see if lesson 1 went well.
Got a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
That actually, I would have set for lesson 1. I would have set the DC at a 10, so that's a success.
You
Now-
did it!
You're a great
One
teacher. One day I'm teaching Gleek to be a druid.
So you guys can take note that you have 1 day of success teaching. This is going to be an extended skill challenge over
Yep.
many, 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 many days.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
On the
Yeah.
way.
It will
That
take
we're
a
not
lot of
fighting.
time, and goblins are
gonna
not very intelligent,
Oh, this
so
is
it's
gonna
going to
be
be hard.
grand.
This is our
Just
new
one-
project.
Oh, yes. One day he's gonna come out of left field and save us all.
Okay. Yeah, Silas?
You said clear weather for these first 3 days?
Yes, 3 days of
Okay.
clear weather, perfect sailing
Yes.
I'll be
weather.
making sure the feather tokens behind the sails
Okay.
every day.
Sure.
And Marlon and I are going to practice with shape water. I think he has shape water. I don't remember. Off the side of the boat
Okay.
and kind of just pushing. wind
Anything
and
in
waves.
particular that you want to be working with, or just general
Just
spell
general
casting?
Practice
Okay.
for him to try and control the wild magic.
Okay.
This is so he
Is this day 1?
probably.
Probably day 1.
As they're doing this, I'm gonna make a cloud of rain. It's hanging over his head.
Yes.
Not Marlon. Just you.
Marlon looks at you in the middle of day 1 as you're traveling. Captain, is everything okay?
You get to see your
As he looks above you, and you have this little cloud that's just above you, just.
Well, I can make rain stop falling in a 20-foot radius around me.
Okay.
I know. I'm
So,
just
yeah.
being
It would
So-
just land and then roll off, kind of like an
Like
invisible
An
shield.
invisible shield.
Yeah.
Like, no, everything's not great.
I mean, I'm just checking because it's that doesn't happen every day.
Just
I mean, it's just on you.
Yeah, I am aware.
No,
Everything's dry except around me.
Your feet are soggy for days. I'm sorry.
Things are fine. They're fine.
Okay, well, if you need to talk about anything,
Thanks.
here for you, Captain.
I appreciate it. Yeah, let's go back to practicing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't leave it on.
That's it.
I take it back.
Take it off.
That's a lot of concentrating. Leave it on me all day.
No, I was just doing it.
But it just follows you around for 3 whole days.
Even when he goes
You're
to
asleep and
Yes.
it's pouring into your bed. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, awesome. So I'm gonna kind of fast forward these 3 days. 3 days kind of pass. You guys did all that during those first 3 days worth of travel. Copic, you catch a couple large enough fish that you're actually, you got some pretty decent sized fish on board the vessel that you can use to help feed and not take out. You got fresh food, so you can take that and use that instead of some of your dry foods that you had below deck. So that definitely helps.
Sushi!
Probably Marlon would come up and maybe fish a little bit with you at sometimes during those 3 days. He seems to have a little bit of knowledge of fishing, but not extensive. So after 3 days, you guys wake up one morning. Great weather. Sun is shining. It's about right around noon, high noon area. And what would be like on your normal typical travel, this might be something that Silas as the captain would kind of instruct. During the middle of the day, who would be your crew that were awake and busy helping man the ship? And what would their locations be around the ship? As you guys, and this would be kind of like for every day. This would be kind of like what your
We'll just set out the day people for now, and then
because there's definitely going to have to be at least maybe 2 or 3 of them asleep below deck, so that way during the night they can get up, and you would probably kind of have a rotating schedule so that people could that everything is manned. When you're out at that's Lida.
Oh,
yep,
that's why.
She's
Who's this elf?
That is Enya. She's just a normal. Okay. A normal pirate. I don't have too many female minis. They just look like pirates. So
Lida's on night crew.
So she'll be asleep.
Cratch is on night crew. Cog is on night crew.
Okay.
And probably 2 of the pirates.
Okay. Yeah, you would know too. You guys would all know that once you're out to sea, if it's a nice day, it doesn't take a lot of people to run the boat. Yeah. If it's just if you know where you're going, it's when something happens or storms or when you're pulling into port, you need everybody doing something to help you get in there. Yeah.
The goblins don't have a set schedule. They're just always awake unless there's nothing to do. Then they can sleep. Okay. Which they sleep up there anyways because they're garbage. We'll put this lady up front. Yes, they are. Marlon and I will probably be on the back of the boat, just chit-chatting.
Okay.
This pirate guy can be up here too. And your boyfriend, Willow, will be flirting with you.
Your boyfriend's flirting with you.
Yeah. You haven't talked to your boyfriend in 3 days.
Because the last conversation we had was so unbearably awkward that we both were really trying to not let that happen again.
He comes up to you, have you heard this one? And he starts playing a little tune for you.
And I go,
he's the guy at the party playing guitar the whole time.
That's it. Yeah. Absolutely. You guys are sailing along, and all of a sudden the boat shifts. Like there's a noise. There's a and you guys feel and then it steadies.
Don't like that.
Topic's looking right over the side because I'm fishing again.
Alright, make a perception check.
Copic, what was that?
Oh no, I'm looking. Water.
Water doesn't hit that hard, Copic. I'll look over too.
Yeah, you can make a perception check. Who's that up in the crow's nest? Is that Flick
One of the
or
goblins.
That's Flick.
Okay, somebody can make a perception check for Flick. You guys have their character sheets on that sheet too. If you
super
need
high
to.
passive.
I don't need to roll these
My
dice anymore, and they're
passive
going to go to dice
perception
jail.
is 22 now.
22?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I'd like to look at the water's edge as
Okay,
well.
you got it.
I got a 9 on my perception.
What is perception?
I got
I'll
a
still roll
4,
for it if
so...
you'd rather me do that since it's not really passive.
Water.
Yeah, you guys are like actively
Yeah,
looking,
we're
so
actively
yeah, go ahead and roll.
Passive
It's
perception
wisdom.
is 9, so
Yeah.
wisdom. Oh,
His is
wow.
perception.
Yeah.
Perception, yes.
Flick rolled a 5.
5, okay.
Okay. This one.
24.
Oh,
24?
Yeah.
Kind of that. Who's that right there? Is that Copic on the
Yeah,
side?
right here.
More towards the front of the boat, but on Kopic's side. Is that the what side is that of the ship? Ship turns.
Right.
No.
Right. Okay. Starboard or port?
Starboard.
Is that
Starboard's
starboard's
right
right side? So that'd be starboard side towards the front of the ship. It looks like there is a growing, darkening spot in the water. Like it looks like a shadow in the water that's getting bigger.
Uh-oh. Guys,
Flick is looking the totally opposite side of the boat.
Flick, other way.
Other way. And then he looks to the back of the boat. He's looking up.
Do we all start to see this as Willow's pointing it out to us?
If Willow says something,
Yeah.
she's pointing
Guys,
it
over
out.
here.
Yep.
Don't get too close to the edge.
As you say that, bursting out of the water
Yep.
is a massive reptilian creature. You see one head like a snake, another head pops up like a snake, another head pops up looking more like a snake. 5 heads in all, as water starts to splash all over Copic and those other crew members that are on the side of the ship. As this massive creature pops up, that looks like this.
Oh, what's that thing that Hercules fought?
Kind
Hydra.
of to the
Yeah.
front area, right there. Pretty close to the ship. If we need to raise it up a little bit because of size and scaling, I got these. So if you wanted to like put those underneath there, you could. And because you were perceptive enough and warned your crew, it does not get a surprise against you guys. And you knew something was there because either you bumped into something with the ship, or it's there. But right now, I need everybody to roll initiative. And we're going to get some combat music going as this massive
Come on, little
creature-
dragon.
Ooh.
Okay,
That was
I will
not
take
pretty.
that
That's
little
okay.
dragon.
Sometimes going last is good because you can heal.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what my bonus is.
But we're rolling for initiative?
Initiative.
Rolling.
Yep.
Okay.
Initiative.
17.
I think you're first.
Nope.
No, 17. You would you?
19.
Nice.
I pre-rolled initiative. The Hydra rolled a 3.
I also rolled a 3.
What's your bonus? Supposed to?
Oh,
You got
I
5.
rolled a 5.
5. Yeah, you even if you did tie, I always put players ahead of NPCs. So.
Bum, bum, dun, dun, dun.
There it is.
Okay, who else we got there? We got bay leaves up top.
This is
I'm
from
gonna roll
Critical
one for
Role.
bay leaf.
Yeah, if
They-
you guys want to roll for your present crew,
Okay.
you can also roll for your crew because you guys have the character sheet. Or what we could do is, if you guys wanted to, we could just roll for the ship,
Yeah, let's do that.
I'd rather do
and
that.
then
I
all
think.
of
the
them
crew
go
go
on the
once.
same
That's
turn.
easier.
That'd be
If that's
easier.
easier for you guys. What we'll do, with the way the ship initiative works, is you roll a d20 and add your crew's morality or their moral
Yeah.
compass right now,
Morale,
which
yeah.
is the morale is good.
Yes.
Right now it's a
Captain.
+8.
Nice.
The highest thing you can get is a +10.
Okay, I'll roll for the.
Pay
I
the
could
one.
really help that stay up.
Mm.
I'm not hanging goblins.
Yeah, if you would have hung the goblins, it would have lowered it a little bit.
Plus 8. 16.
16.
Ooh.
So if you want
I'm
to
gonna
make,
just put bay
if
leaf.
you want to put bay leaf there.
is there.
So bay leaf is the ship.
Yeah.
So we can have
What'd you
anybody
get?
go.
You got a 10?
I got a 10, yes. I love Sam
And Marlin
Travis go.
Marlin is the ship too, so.
I really need to watch.
So-
I know it is. I just haven't.
They've
had
had used that
time.
song since the first campaign, so
Really?
like 200 episodes
There
of
you go.
that song.
Awesome.
You see all of them?
So I'm gonna go ahead and put our battle cam on. If you guys want to move, if you guys, Matthew, if you want to be in charge of kind of moving that cam, I know it might not
Oh,
be.
we want to see the Hydra. Yeah.
If you want to get that Hydra in there, it might be difficult to. We may have to raise the camera up because right now it's just on the Hydra's belly
Oh,
there.
gosh,
So
it is. That was that one.
there we go.
That's where my
How's that?
First to go, first to react. Copic, even though you didn't see it, it bursts out of the water, and there it is. This massive
He just,
creature,
like, turns-
reptilian in nature, with 5
Just
heads.
whack it out.
Seems to be going down towards some of your crewmates there in the front.
Okay. I'm gonna. And this thing is like right next to the boat. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Like
within,
you can move it even closer if you wanted to. Yeah, it's right within 5 feet of the ship.
As I smack it into the ship. Okay, and Kopic is gonna come sort of use his movement to get right up next to it.
Okay.
And as I'm moving up, dropping the fishing rod, grabbing my new chain beside me,
Okay.
gonna start whipping that anchor around.
Uh-huh.
and literally going to try to throw the anchor up to hook onto its neck.
Okay. We'll just call this an attack roll with that weapon. Is that something that is that a custom weapon or
I'm whipping around
improvised?
anchor, so
Sure. We'll just use improvised weapon rules. We'll apply here. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, that's not great.
No, I get close.
So it's strength based. 10.
10. 10, unfortunately, is going to miss.
Okay.
You haven't had enough practice with this thing yet.
Second attack, just going to keep it looping, and one more time, trying to hook up onto it.
You got it. Make your attack roll.
I'm so glad you found this.
It might be
Question.
too loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
How big is this thing?
Is it a large or is it a
It is considered huge.
huge?
Yes.
Could it swallow me whole?
It has the possibility, possibly.
It could probably swallow me whole.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could definitely swallow. Okay.
That's my assumption. Looking
Honestly,
at this,
to scale, that's not a wizard's miniature. That is
Uh-huh.
actually a Pathfinder miniature, and
Got it.
Pathfinders seem to be a little bit on the smaller scale, so it would probably be bigger.
A little
than
bigger,
that.
okay.
Yes.
Cool.
that's
Yeah.
a 15
I
on the second
don't wanna
swing.
get
15
that.
is just enough, so you
Oh.
can roll your damage for your improvised weapon attack.
Okay. Let's check and see.
What?
We're out of Probo dice, aren't we?
You are out
Yes,
of
we
program.
are.
So those of you watching tonight, if you
Help.
want to, if you subscribe
Help us.
or donate 500 bits to the channel, you can purchase an advantage
Okay.
die for our players.
So-
Nudge, nudge, wink,
Josh,
wink.
twitch.
So what would that be? Is it a D6?
Improvised weapon is always D4, isn't it?
It doesn't
Yeah.
say. I'm proficient with them now,
Okay.
but it says
Yes.
my unarmed
Get on
strikes
the
are a
line, is that?
D4.
You could.
Is a beast. Right.
Probably not.
You probably wouldn't know. Obu probably wouldn't know. I don't think Obu's ever seen one of these before, so it might be totally new. And I want to say, I thought improvised weapons were D4s.
We'll run with that. No worries. And then
But if I look that up in the meantime until next session, or then we'll change it later.
okay,
RPG bot?
and then
Probably.
I'm gonna try to do it anyway, and I need this to make a strength saving throw. So I'm gonna burn a
Its strength is
probably.
I'm looking up on your wild shapes. Need it.
17.
Okay, so it makes the save, but I still get to add the
So I can do.
still get to
level-
add the damage to it. So that is
Are you circled? now?
14 points of
We can do two.
I'll call it
Yeah,
bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, definitely.
And then is basically as that anchor hooks onto it, I'm just holding onto the chain.
Okay. What I'll say, since it made its saving throw on that thing, basically it goes up there, it starts to wrap around, and one of the heads kind of reels back, and it loosens the chain.
Okay.
It falls back down, but you definitely hit it.
We can
You definitely got its attention too.
Wonderful.
Okay. That's ends Kopic's turn.
Yep.
All right, that brings us to Obu. You're up.
Um,
As you can see, Kopic has immediately run up and started whipping an anchor at this thing.
Where is that post with all of the different?
it's
wild
RPG
shapes?
bot. I think.
Whose turn is it?
It's Obu's.
It's Obu's.
With the ship's crew on deck.
Okay.
So,
Marlin and
excuse the pun.
Scratches.
Yeah, Marlin scratches and all that cheat that I gave you guys at the beginning.
Yeah.
All those have those ready.
Oh.
You
Now
just
there
have-
might be some things where you
Yeah.
want three. Like it takes 3 people to run one of those ballistas.
yeah.
So if you decide, hey, these 3 guys are going to go run that might be something that they can do.
Okay.
So,
I would like to shoot. Okay, is that a concentration spell? Then that
We've
is-
never talked to Dexter. I don't even know Dexter in person.
he's been on your crew the whole
I've
time.
never even said his name.
Oh dear.
Spends all his time in his
Morale is
laboratory.
high. Yes, in his laboratory.
I want to cast Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Okay.
Yeah. I want to cast Moonbeam.
Right on top of its head.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then anytime he starts a turn with it, he's engulfed in ghostly flames. Must make a Constitution saving throw. 2d10 on a failed save, 1d10 on a successful one.
Now that is at the start of its turn, right?
Yeah,
I think it
it's
happens
When
at
it
the beginning.
enters it for the first time, or it starts its turn.
Yeah, see, if you're casting it on it,
So that would
it's
be
technically not entering into it.
So it would have
So
to be
it'd be
on
the
its
start
turn.
of its turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll just have to remember, or we can mark it with
Take a picture of that.
with like one of these, so that way we remember that the moonbeam is casted on it.
Okay.
So you can put that on there, and then at the beginning of its turn, it'll make it.
That one, it won't go on that one. Put it on those.
There you go. Yeah,
That's right.
that's fine. So this beam of light shines down onto the Hydra form.
Yes.
Nice.
And it should make a well, whenever it's
Yeah.
going to start its turn.
It's Constitution, right?
And then I'd like to also cast Summon Beast, and that.
You'd have to do a cantrip as a bonus action.
Oh, duh! Because
Yeah,
it's.
'cause
I'm sorry.
Moonbeam
You're
was
right.
your action,
I
so
don't know
you
what
have
I was
to do a
doing.
bonus
I don't know
action.
why that
Yeah.
was. Then my bonus action, I'd like to do Primal Savage, not Primal Savagery, Produce Flame, and hit him with that if I can.
Is Produce Flame a bonus action? Because
should be.
Moonbeam is an action,
Why
right?
am I not getting this right today?
It's alright.
Okay.
So you have a bonus action left
Yeah.
and a movement. So that's what you have.
I
remaining.
don't want to do anything then because I do not have any bonus actions that
Okay.
I enjoy.
Do you want to stay right where you're at, or do you want to move
I don't know my bonus actions.
about the ship? And also, the grid is no longer on the ship because I wanted to make it look a
Yeah.
little bit more realistic. But if
I
you
was
guys,
just guessing.
I have these two tape measures.
Okay.
Every inch is 5 feet. So if you wanted to use a tape measure to measure it out, you can.
I can
but
make it to
I
like.
think
Here.
everybody
Most of the time,
Right.
it takes like 2 movements to get from the one side of the ship all the way over to the other.
I have 25 minutes, so I think I could make it to.
Sure. And if you need to just that tape measures are there. So if you need
Yeah.
to double
I
check,
think
you
I
can.
can.
Okay.
Right, if I was trying to make
Yeah.
a ledge right there next to the opening.
That's it.
That's it.
what-
Okay.
Yeah.
Obu's turn ends ship's turn. So you guys can decide with your character sheets what you guys want everybody on the ship to do. Now, the way I'm going to rule this is right now, obviously there's going to be commotion going on upstairs. It'll take a round for everybody downstairs to wake up
That's fine.
and a round for them to get up. So it'd be
Sure,
on round
sure.
3
Yeah.
before they get up to the ship's deck.
Okay, I'm gonna have these two up here. I'm gonna tell them, man the ballistas, and they're gonna get halfway across. I guess
Okay.
since that's what you
They
said.
could technically dash and use
Yeah,
their
that's
action
true.
to get there.
Okay,
So,
so
you're
we're gonna get on
have-
this one since they're on this side of the ship. 1, 2.
In the way rules work for ballista, it takes 1 action to load, 1 action to aim, 1 action to fire.
Okay.
So if it has 3 people on it, it can fire every
Can
turn.
it swivel all the way towards the front of the boat, or no?
That one can. The opposite side will not be
It'll
able
only
to.
be able to do this side.
Right.
Yeah.
So 1,
Bailey
2.
joining as well.
We might need him for something
Let's
else.
put
The goblin.
Gleep on there, and then Flake is gonna shoot a short bow.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna-
Anybody at any time can roll for your NPCs, however you guys want to do it. I suggest kind of splitting it up, whoever wants to run who, and then you guys can.
Does anybody want to run Gleep since
Do
you
we
two
want
are?
to angle the camera down a little bit?
Or maybe just move it over towards
Yeah.
the back.
It's off the edge.
And we can always adjust anything if we need to.
I'll just roll for Gleep unless somebody else wants to.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And then add 4.
16, so 20.
Nice.
20. 20's going to hit.
1d6 plus 2.
26 plus 2.
6.
6. All
Look
right.
at you.
Look at that. Gleep. Inspired by all the training. All right. So an arrow sticks
And
into
then
the creature.
Marlin
Looks
is
up at the
gonna
crow's nest.
Go Gleep!
step down, and he's gonna
Give me the
do.
feature!
Don't tell him that. He'll start meditating mid-battle.
He's like, where's the fish? Where's the fish?
Fish, field fish.
Oh man, he doesn't have great. He's gonna do a witch bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, witch bolt,
I
and
think
that's
an
a
attack roll on his part.
Witch bolt. Plus 5. Ooh, 23.
23 hits.
It's always rolling better than me.
I think I'm gonna start using this thing on here because
1d12.
it's rolling better than that.
Isn't that frustrating?
Yeah.
2 points of lightning
'Cause I like
damage.
to roll
2
that.
points of lightning damage. Okay.
But he's hanging on.
Okay.
But they're fun to roll. Right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And then does
That's
somebody
what I
want to do Pretty Boy?
Bayleaf?
Bayleaf.
Yeah,
Sure.
Bayleaf has that bard stat block on there, so if you guys want to do something with
Bayleaf.
Bayleaf, you guys can do that.
Do you have anything fun?
Song of Rest.
Ooh.
Oh, he can do Vicious
He's got some
Mockery and
great-
Mage Hand.
Or you can taunt it.
Taunting is
Can
a
you
good
give me a
ability.
dry erase marker?
Yes,
Let's
I
succeed on charisma save.
think there's a dry erase right here.
Let's
Oh,
taunt it.
perfect. Thank you.
I think I
That's
only
a-
have one left, so you won't have to pass it.
Baby will taunt it.
Bailey will
Bonus
taunt
action.
it. All right. So he comes out and lashes out. And what is taunt? Is a saving throw?
DC 12 charisma.
Charisma. Okay. DC 12 charisma. That is a 6.
Okay, so it has disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws until the start of its next
Disadvantage
turn.
on everything, basically. Oh
Yes.
man, that is brutal. Let's do a what's my physical effect one?
And that's a bonus action?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, here, put that on the Hydra.
Was it in short bow?
Um,
You don't want to necessarily use one like this, which may help later.
yeah, let's do short bow.
Yeah, you want to roll it or you want me to?
I've been doing crap.
Okay, we'll see. See how this die does. Okay,
Decent.
that is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
D6
1d6
plus 2. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Another arrow strikes the Hydra. Very good. And
Is
it's
this going to be a
taunted.
situation if we cut off the heads?
We don't know.
You don't know. So another arrow strikes the Hydra. Hydra's heads are all kind of looking in different directions as these attacks are coming in. 2 of them are kind of trained in now on Bayleaf as he's taunting this creature.
Bayleaf,
Can't
no!
really understand, but something about it is just not right. Anything else? Any other crew members that need to go?
No.
So that was the first
That's it.
round for crew. So everybody downstairs is just waking up, like
Okay.
their eyes are opening up. Silas with Willow on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to this side of the boat. Try and get. Yeah, try towards the middle of the boat.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a 3rd level lightning bolt.
Okay.
And that is a Dex 14.
Dex 14 save.
It's gonna miss.
Okay, this is gonna matter. It's a 12.
Yes.
Fails.
Okay, that is my wonderful. Sorry, 8d6. 1, 2, 3.
Did that before we go too far? Did that one crew member that was in melee range? He ran out without disengaging.
It would,
right?
yeah, he would have.
It would have sparked an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll that because that's the Hydra is not going to not take an opportunity attack
Yeah.
the way it is. So he's going to try to bite that guy before we get too far. Does a 12 hit?
I'm assuming that's Dexter. A 12 will hit if it's a regular
Yeah.
bandit.
It's a regular bandit. Okay, yeah. So he's going to take. That's 9 points of piercing damage to Dexter.
He's sick.
He is almost dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
He's bleeding. His arm is hanging limp. It's
If you
half
guys
bitten
want to
off.
mark Dexter, Dexter is bleeding profusely on the deck as he runs across, and I think that happened before Bayleaf's turn. So
I think so.
yeah, because he ran first, and then Bayleaf did hit, so he wouldn't have had disadvantage on that either.
Okay. Oh my, Chris, did you see this? That's 4 of the dice.
Ooh.
12, 18, 3, plus. Sorry. 33 points of lightning damage.
Whew, 33. Here's what I need you to do.
Oh dear.
Matthew, if you could do this for me. Those heads pop off of that Hydra.
Yes.
Remove one of the heads and let it slam on the deck in front of you. They should pop off, and it just goes right down there on the deck. Yeah, and it rolls at Silas's feet as lightning energy is just zapping back through. Yeah, one of the heads comes completely off,
Sweet.
and there's just blood kind of like spraying out from one of the ends as it
It's
takes
a
on this.
Oh no, it's not a hat. It's not a hat.
It lands on Silas. So yeah, you remove that head from the Hydra.
Sweet.
And anything else you'd like to do? You moved, you did your action, you have a bonus.
You know, my little rocks.
Little rocks. Yep, charging up your rocks with your magical energy in your pocket.
That's it.
Brings us to Willow.
Alright, I'm going to run towards Kopic, towards this ledge over here,
Okay.
climb up it, and dive into the water.
Okay.
And I'm going to wild shape into a hunter shark.
All right.
Solid.
I don't think I have any shark minis.
Oh, quick
Yes,
question.
you.
Yeah.
How high are these little half-mast things?
How high are the half mast?
Yeah.
Good question. What did we say the?
They said these are 30,
Right.
so that would be 10.
No, probably like 14 or 15 would
How?
be my
What
guess.
size is a hunter shark? Large.
Yes, large.
Okay, we're just gonna use the dire wolf because
Sweet.
I don't have any shark minis.
Water wolves.
The only shark minis I have are the Dollar Tree ones that are like
They're huge.
they're bigger than the Hydra.
Giant shark.
So we're just gonna use the dire.
Not
So that's a
even
bonus action to transform.
So
Use your
not crazy.
movement.
Mm-hmm. So
You can
am I
attack.
close enough to
Yeah,
attack?
it's in the water
Awesome. Perfect.
right there.
So I'm gonna bite.
Bite it, yeah. As you're falling, you're transforming, and you watch Willow grow this massive tail, and it splashes into the
Look
water.
at copy that shit
Oh
bad.
no. 11.
11 is not going to hit.
Yeah.
It actually, you come across it, it kind of shifts after being electrocuted and one of its heads popping off, and it kind of deflects you from being able to actually strike it this turn.
Next
All right, I think that's the end of Willow's turn. It brings us to the Hydra. Let me double check one thing. It's at the end of its turn. Okay, so currently the
Con save,
con save, Moonbeam.
because somebody forgot.
The Constitution
thank
save
you.
is going to be a 15.
Dang it.
Is that save?
Yeah, but it takes 1d10
All right.
damage.
So half damage. So roll normal damage and then just cut it in half. So that way, instead of just rolling one dice, roll them all and then roll
Yeah.
it.
Where are my d10s? Oh, there. Where is it?
What?
3 and 6, so 9.
No, so
No,
what is it?
it's under feet.
3 and 3?
3 and 6.
So 9 split in half would be 4.
4 points. So 4 points of that's radiant, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
4 points of radiant damage. Excellent. Yeah. So you see some of the scaly flesh kind of sizzle a little bit in the midst of that cone of the energy that you're putting over top of it. And for the beginning of the turn, now what it can do is it can attack for every head it currently has. So it has 4 heads, so it's going to make 4 attacks. And I think Kopic is the only one. Well, the shark is also technically within attack range. It does have a reach of 10 feet, but I think that those are the only 2 people in
Yeah,
its
we're
range.
the only one.
So I'm just going to split it 50-50. 2 are going to come to Kopic, and 2 are going to come down to the shark. And they both made a disadvantage because of the taunt.
Thank you, Patchouli.
Patchouli.
So Kopic, we're going to do you
oh,
first.
No, I forgot to do something.
She gets advantage on her
On
attack.
every attack roll, I have advantage. So next time,
Okay,
I have
if
advantage.
you want to roll again, go ahead and roll again for your...
you sure?
Yeah,
So I
go
didn't
ahead.
forget.
Yeah, because I just rolled. I didn't say the result for this turn, so you go ahead.
I still would have made it, so it's fine.
So it would have made it. Okay. Natural 1.
Ooh.
As you easily dodge out of the way. Like you put the chain from the thing in front of it, it just bites down on the chain for a second. And then your second attack coming in is going to be only a 12.
Nope.
Doesn't hit. You're fighting it. The other just dodge out of the way, a snapping
Push
jaws.
the anchor up towards that one.
2 coming to the shark with disadvantage as a taunting. 18. That hits? Okay, so you're going to take, for that first one, a total of 9 points of piercing damage. And the second one coming in with disadvantage is... Oh, I'm rolling good against you. I'm sorry. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
that definitely hits.
That was like a 15 and a 19 on the dice. And this time it's only going to be 6 points of piercing damage. So those are your 2 totals. That's for your shark hit points.
Yep.
And at the end of its turn,
Oh boy.
it grows 2 heads for each of its heads that died. So in that spot that's a gap, we need to find the double head that fits in that spot. I'm going to leave these with you so you can be in charge of that.
I knew it.
You know what? I'm attacking it at the base.
That's why I went down.
So it actually not only now has 5, it has an extra head now.
You're welcome.
there's-
That's well.
Yeah, there should be some things in there. And its movement, what it does, is it descends back into the water.
Oh, great.
Copper's gonna attack it.
You can. You're the only one other than... Well, it's going to try to go into the water, and it actually goes to try to swim away. So you would have an attack of opportunity if you'd like to take it.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
So do I still get advantage on this?
Sentinel.
Or
Sentinel.
Oh.
And
Is that what you got?
So
I've had it. I just
So-
completely forgot.
So question,
Can
I
you
don't know this about
pass me
Sentinel, but
one
does
of
that
those?
negate her ability to be able to opportunity attack then? Since it's not
Unfortunately.
technically going to leave her range.
As much as I want to say no, I believe it would.
I believe it would. So yeah, that will negate yours,
Got
but
it.
it prevents it from moving.
That's fine.
Because that is a 12 plus 7. So yeah,
Okay.
19.
That's
Yeah.
all your damage. Yep. Still using the chain?
Yep.
Yeah, I was
All
like,
right.
That's just weird to me. I don't like it.
That's 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 damage, you
So I
got
rolled
it.
a 4 on the die.
This one's
And
okay.
it cannot move. It stays put, and that ends its turn. Bringing us over to Kopic.
Okay.
Kopic with Obu on deck. I'll take one of those if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Wait, DM eats?
The DM eats, dude.
How
Actually,
much
I
do
want,
you want?
I want one of those. Can I have one of those?
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's,
I was like,
This is real
what?
D&D.
this is real D&D.
Kopic's gonna try to hook the chain on it again.
Thank you. Okay.
So again, whip up at it.
You got it. Is that
I
a
don't
saving
like
throw?
it.
But it's an improvised weapon. Literally, it's
like the
not
cookie.
really grappling. I'm just more trying to
I like
throw
the
the anchor up at to hit it
Yeah.
as an improvised weapon.
Sure.
But if it hits, I'm going to try to pull myself up onto it.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
Well, it already. Oh, okay, it is your attack. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
I like dark.
First
Nice.
attack's going to miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's a 4.
Oh.
Let's put this one away because you're not loving me right now. This one.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Okay, that's better. 18.
18 does hit.
Okay. Actually, no, I'm going to burn another thingamajiggy. And let's see. Actually, you know, no, I'm not.
I might have to change the combat music.
No, you have to keep it forever.
Okay, that
In
is
my head for years.
8 points of bludgeoning damage again.
8 more bludgeoning. Nice.
That's, can I say, I love this D4. I've rolled a 3, a 4, and a 4.
Heck yeah.
Make a strength check for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's not bad. Check. That is 18.
If you'd like to use your movement to get up onto the top of one of those necks of that creature, because of the way you described your attack, your 18 was high enough to do so.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Yeah. I don't know if your miniature will stay up there, but if you want to pull him up there as you climb up the chain.
Wild magic from Harlem.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
And
Doesn't trigger. Yep. You're safe.
Kopic is making sure, just in case, that his hat is on.
Oh, Kopic's hat?
Yep.
Yeah. It's still there. For right now.
Cap of water breathing.
Oh, that cap. You got it.
I was wondering. I was like,
It's like hat.
Obu, that does bring us up to you.
Obu would like to cast a spell.
All right.
And that spell would be 4th level
Whoa.
summon beast. I would like to summon a water creature, which will summon a bestial spirit with 30 hit points, because that's one of the things.
Okay.
Real quick,
It breathes water.
is that concentration?
No, it's not concentration.
It's
It
not-
says concentration. Oh, dang it. I looked at it earlier and it said it wasn't concentration.
Well, you can still cast it, you'll just lose Moonbeam.
Honestly, why not? Why not? Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Moonbeam disappears.
And it's going to... Let's see. It's going to be a water-breathing creature that jumps into the water. I'm going to summon it in the water.
Okay.
And
Does it, I don't know, is it like a specific
it's small.
size?
It's small beast.
A small beast, okay.
Yes.
It's gonna be little.
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 Let's just use, I'm just gonna use this as a general token. It's just like the swarm swarm token. I'll just use that. Just to mark its place. I don't really have too many.
I want it to look like an attack dolphin, a very tiny size.
Really tiny, a dolphin. It swims up. Okay.
And the beast has advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of the beast's allies are within 5 feet of the creature. So within 5 feet of her.
Sure, yeah.
And wants to attack.
No regard for the man riding the top of the thing. Oh, it's got a shark near it.
Yeah,
You know.
There's a shark here.
And I want to do multi-attack. Which it can do 2 of them.
Yeah.
And
With
so
both with advantage.
boom, gonna roll. And one of them is a. Do I get it? Does it get advantage? Like any?
You'll have to roll it
to
twice. I
Does it
mean,
get anything added to its attack roll?
I don't know. Does it have like an extra character sheet with it?
It
And this
comes
spell?
with.
Usually, if a spell has like a summon, it has like a little character
So
sheet
you-
with it.
Try clicking on. Keep going down
Okay.
further. Oh, you gotta move your dice.
We know it's a 15.
Can you click on the?
No.
The mall.
No.
Okay, so let's say there though.
Oh, but it's this.
Modifier
Just-
to hit.
You guys be thinking
Oh,
about
spell
so
attack
it's-
modifier to
They're
hit.
gonna
Okay,
do
spell
the
attack
ballistic.
modifier. to hit.
And D8 plus
Shoot.
4 plus
Okay.
spell level.
So
So
it's,
D8 plus 8.
So D8 plus 8. So that was 15 plus that's 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Yeah, and then 1d8 plus 4.
Wow, that dolphin can do some damage.
No, it's what's your spell attack modifier?
Plus 8.
That's your spell attack modifier?
Yeah, because I added 2 more into wisdom, so it's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, yeah. You
Yeah, so if
upgraded
it's plus
wisdom.
8 to
Yeah.
hit, then it would be a D8 plus 4 plus the spells level, so it's a D8 plus 8 as well, because you said this is a
Yeah.
4th level spell, right?
Yes. So
Ooh.
D8 plus 8.
That's
That's a 3, so that's 3 plus 8 is
11.
11 points of damage. Okay,
Yep.
and second attack, because it's multi-attacking.
Oh shoot.
Another if you tap that twice and then hit roll, it'll roll 2d20s for you, and then you can pick the higher number.
Well, with 8, so it's 8 plus 8. Well, in that case.
8 plus 8 is literally.
16, because that's what my attack is. So 16?
16, that hits.
Okay, and sorry, I'm still getting used to this.
That's okay. Yeah.
I don't think this can see anything.
So that is
Here.
10 points.
10 points?
Yeah, 10 points.
All right. Is that just like bludgeoning damage?
It is.
Is it basically like dolphin barreling into this thing?
Piercing damage.
Piercing. Okay, you got it.
Apparently, it's a narwhal.
It's a
tiny
narwhal.
narwhal.
Narwhal. It's like striking it with its
Yeah.
horn.
Stab.
You got it. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, blood seeping out into the water if this thing is attacking it. And that
Yes.
brings us, if there's nothing else that you're doing,
No.
okay, then we'll go to the crew. So it's the whole ship's crew.
All right,
Okay.
roll for a short bow for Gleep.
We need a short bow for Gleep.
16.
And then we've
plus
got,
11.
16 plus 11.
we're over here where
It is.
we got
The ballistas
hardball,
are
it's
plus
gonna hit.
6.
So that's plus 4.
So 20.
20 for Gleep to hit. And roll d6.
That's going to hit. Gleep hits.
so now
8.
he
8
now loses his
points of
taunt.
damage.
Rolling better than I am.
Do we want to heal?
That's what we're looking at
He's got
hardball
healing
right
word.
now.
He's got healing word. No, not
No, he
Marlon.
doesn't.
He is
Bailey.
Bailey has healing word.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, but
No, oh, healing word is a first level.
Oh, I
First
see
level
it
spell,
now.
yep. It's a bonus action to cast.
So he'll Dexter or
we could shoot him
whoever
and do a healing word.
who got bit.
Yeah, Dexter. got
Or we can do healing word as a bonus action. Vicious mockery as an action.
Okay.
it. But then he can't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
mockery is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is healing word? That's a D. I don't have the spell.
I have no
details.
clue.
What's that?
Healing
healing
word.
word?
Healing word is a D4,
Four?
I want to say.
Don't have that
I think it's a
one
D4.
out
I think that's what I was rolling for him last time.
Okay.
right.
D4 plus Bard is charisma, right?
Yeah.
That is 5 points of healing back.
5
to,
points of healing to
Dexter.
Dexter. He needed it desperately.
So
He was on
back
death's
up at
door.
7.
So,
Yeah, he's at 7 hit points. And then those 3 are going to arm the
Yeah,
ballista.
1d4.
So one is going to load it, one is going to aim it, so you can turn it that way, and then one will fire. So you're going to roll a d20, and it's
Oh, it's ready to
plus-
fire this turn?
It's ready to
Yeah,
fire.
that's why three of them-
That's why 3 of them are manning it, yeah. So plus 6 to hit, and if it hits, it does 3d10 piercing damage.
Nice.
and the Hydra needs to make a charisma save for vicious
What
mockery.
is it plus? Sorry.
Plus 6.
Plus 6, so 13.
13 is going to miss. Kopic, you duck. As this massive ballista bolt is flying over your head. What was the saving throw for?
Vicious Mockery from Basil.
I'm not rolling well.
And that is a DC 12.
Was that charisma?
I think it's charisma for Vicious Mockery.
He's gonna fail.
Oh, okay.
So he's mocked.
So a D4
So
psychic damage. As you
that
hurt
landed
his-
flat. That's a 1.
1 point of psychic damage, and the next attack it makes has disadvantage.
Okay. Attack narwhal.
Okay, so he's no longer on the taunting effect now.
Marlon
Right,
is
that's
gonna
right.
surge his light or witch bolt.
Gotcha.
So it's a
yeah, so
D12.
you just do D12, and that does the damage.
9 points that time.
9
lightning.
points of lightning damage as lightning continues to surge throughout the creature. Kopic, you're kind of dancing around on top of it as lightning is licking around this thing. Any more crew members?
That's it.
That's all the crew?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rest of them are almost to the top now.
Yeah, it will take them a whole turn to get up to the top. Next round, they'll be like coming out of the doors and able to engage and do the things that they need to do. So we go to Silas with Willow on deck and into the Hydra.
Okay. I'm going to.
How do we not cut off
I'm attacking the body, that's all I know.
I don't think you lightning bolted the face either. I think they just sort of wither and die.
Oh, well, I didn't know if he was like Mr. Potato Head and you touch him and he just falls apart.
No, if you touch him, Kopic falls off him.
Good luck, I'm about to narwhal him again. Well, the narwhal's about to narwhal him. Obu's
I'm
gonna do
wondering,
something
is it
else.
like a certain amount of damage causes the head to fall off?
We gotta do a certain amount of damage to get rid of him.
Maybe if we do.
Or maybe we
all
can
of the
chain him up and we
damage.
can use him as a pet and use him to tow the thing.
Maybe it does it regardless.
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
that,
wondering.
like, if we just kill him, like, get
I'm gonna-
his health flow enough.
Ray of
But I mean,
Frost.
that's all
Ray of
meta.
Frost?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
17
probably.
plus 6.
You
and
know.
Hits.
Yeah,
What?
23.
Yeah, you
I
got
have
it.
no idea what you asked.
So 2.
I was wondering if you knew about this. I know you won't tell, but
That's it.
okay. Just curious.
10 points of frost damage that time.
Nice. 10 points of cold damage, and I think that reduces his speed by
Yeah,
10.
10.
Why are all the good spells concentration spells?
I
Gosh.
know.
That's why you gotta leave them up.
Oh!
So they drop.
So
That's
cold
my
energy
biggest complaint on
flies across the deck, slams into this creature. Looks pretty hurt. Anything else?
No,
Nope, just gonna stay put.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay, you got it. That brings us to Willow.
Bite it.
In the water, the shark swimming up again. You,
19.
oh yeah,
Ooh, a 19.
19 definitely hits.
Plus 6. So
Yeah.
we're good. 2d8. $16.
16 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, do you have multi-attack?
I don't think so.
Do I?
Does the hunter shark have
I don't
multi-attack?
think so.
Okay. So as the
Nope.
narwhal is piercing its side, the shark also jumps in, just grabs onto this creature, kind of gnawing back and forth. Blood kind of spewing out into the water. You guys are all noticing this. Kopic, you can see it's in like a pool of blood now in the water.
Good.
Looking pretty rough. Anything else you would do?
I don't think so, but you're making me nervous when you
Oh,
say that.
that's- I mean, you got movement left, so I'm just giving you the opportunity if you wanted to move. You don't have to. Okay. At the start of its turn, anything, no moonbeam anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. It's going to go ahead and make attacks for,
It's disadvantage from vision.
yeah, disadvantage. I think it's on the first attack.
Yeah.
First attack,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it has 6 heads. And it
6
doesn't have
heads.
disadvantage on anymore. Except
Unless
for
they
the
don't
first
want
one.
it to, yeah.
Yep. You look like you want to say something.
No.
Okay.
No.
So who's in within 10 feet?
Me?
The narwhal,
Yep.
Willow, Kopic.
Can the narwhal be attacked?
Yeah, it's 30 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 attacks to the narwhal, 2 attacks to the shark, 2 attacks to Kopic, and who gets the first one with disadvantage? Kopic, you're gonna get the first one with disadvantage. He's a lucky
I
number.
didn't need it.
Right.
So disadvantage on the first one. Wow. Wow. 17 plus 8.
Nope.
The other one was a natural 20, so
Dang.
you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage. as one of the heads bites into you. The second one does not have disadvantage, so attack you again, Kopic. 19.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay.
I don't have the shield
You don't
out.
have your shield out.
Yeah.
That is going to do 8 points of piercing damage as you're bitten by those 2 heads. 2 heads are coming to the shark with their normal attacks. Okay. So the first one is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 18 points of piercing damage. I rolled a 10 on the d10. The second attack, that's going to be 19 on the die, plus 8. So you take an additional, I rolled a 9, plus 5. Wait, the first one would have only been 15. Okay, so this one's 14.
29 points of damage.
29 and 2 bites. So now it's not just
That's pretty
to your narwhal.
I started at 45.
18
Oh, you've gotten hit
to
2
hit
times.
the narwhal? Yes. You take 11 points of piercing damage from the first one. And the second strike, 18 plus 8. That's probably going to hit the narwhal for an additional 14 points of piercing damage.
And there a ladder.
Let's start over 30.
You have to move to it.
5 left.
5 left on the narwhal.
Emergency.
And at the end of its turn, it's not missing any heads, correct?
No, it hasn't lost any.
It's going to try to submerge with its movement again.
Bite it.
I don't think you can technically sentinel because
you're still
riding.
in the same space.
I'm on it.
You're on it, so you're going to go with it.
But do we get an opportunity?
You two would get attack
Bite
of
it.
opportunity with the narwhal and the bite, but Kopic won't because he's going with it.
$19.
19 hits.
Hey.
Yes.
Well, wait a minute. What does that mean for him? Alright.
13.
What would he get? So.
Keep going. It's all the way down.
Why
to the
couldn't we
bottom.
just
Small.
run into like a labyrinth? or
17.
Well,
something?
so it would be
17.
27.
17 points of damage?
27.
My
Big
gosh.
sea
Yeah, 27 will hit. Definitely.
27 definitely hits, yes.
Yeah, and then 5 plus 8, help me. 13 points of
13.
damage.
Okay. Okay. He looks really hurt, and he submerges, taking Kopic with it.
Cavalry.
It just swims down. Are you holding on?
Yep.
Okay. It uses all of its movement. It can swim 30 feet, so it's just going straight down. You guys don't see it anymore.
Can I see
You
it?
might.
Yeah, I was like, can I see it still?
Yeah.
The narwhal might.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just swimming down, and it looks like it's kind of headed kind of under the boat.
Well,
But it's swimming down all 30 feet. It's going to be 30 feet down.
Narwhal's probably gonna travel. whenever.
Okay. Sure. So that ends its turn. It's just imagine that it's, 30 feet below that boat, bringing us to Kopic's turn.
Okay, so with one hand still holding on to the anchor chain that's got me up here, gonna reach on my back, pull out one of the spears,
Drive it in its back?
drive the spear down into it.
All right. Spears, I think, are an eligible weapon for underwater fighting, so you don't have any disadvantage, and you're right next to it. So yeah, you can try to drive it into it.
Let's see here. Where's my?
Now you like the song.
I wouldn't say that.
Miss with the first attack.
Miss with the first. All right. Second attack.
Nope. Miss with the second.
Miss with the second. It's just hard because you're flying through the water as it's swimming down, and you're trying to get a good hit, and it's hard to just drive the spear into its thick, scaly flesh.
Action surge. Taking 2 more.
Action surge. There you go.
Come on, little dragon, help me out here. I'll do both at once. See if that works better. That actually worked better. Okay, so that is 18 and dirty 20.
18 and dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. 18 and dirty 20 both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so that is.
What if each Hydra head had a trumpet?
Do, 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 do.
Do, do.
15 points of piercing damage between the 2 stabs.
15 points of piercing damage. Go ahead and describe how you take the Hydra dodge.
as this thing is, or no, the head that's close to that, I've got this chain sort of wrapped around.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking the spear out, drive it in right behind the where the chain's wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Just start digging, pull, and then pull it out and try to go back in and pull down again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Trying to do whatever I can to sort of get that head off with a tool that's not meant to do that.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, you destroy one of its heads and pop it off in the water. Take the spear and kind of drive it into one of the other necks. And then spinning the spear, you kind of take it around back and you kind of drive it in where all the heads kind of emerge out of. And you think you just nailed it right in probably the heart, right in the vitals. Because the thing just goes limp in the water. And you're just surrounded by these pools of red blood all around you from it bleeding out into the
Loot its body.
Check its pockets.
Check its pockets.
And I'm going to take you guys out of an encounter because it has been defeated.
I'm gonna.
Copper's trying to activate the Kappa water breathing.
I'm gonna swim down to
And start
Comet
trying to,
and
like-
let him
Let him grab on.
if he wants
Okay.
to.
Yeah, there's a
Copper's
shark
trying to
next
swim
you.
and see if I can get this. Is the body just sort of floating? Is it?
It's just motionless and kind of floating in one spot. It's neither rising nor sinking. It's just kind of like sitting there.
Copper's trying to kick and try to push it back up towards the surface.
Okay, make a strength check. With disadvantage because you don't have anything to like
I'm
brace
not-
yourself
I'm
on.
not helping you do that.
Wait, with
Wait, what are
disadvantage.
you doing?
He's trying to.
I'm trying to
Trying to
basically
get the body of this
bring
thing
the body
up.
back up to the surface.
I was getting ready to actually come over and ask you.
Mhm.
My new spell is Watery Sphere,
Okay.
but it says a creature huge or larger automatically succeeds in the saving throw for a strength check, but it's
Right.
dead.
It's dead. Yeah.
So could I technically? It's 10-foot circumference, 5-foot radius, so 10 feet across. Would I be able to?
This creature's bigger than
Big,
that.
Okay.
yeah.
So I would know I can't.
You
get
wouldn't
it
be
all.
able to get. You might be able to if you wanted to cast it to help him.
Yeah.
I might allow that and maybe give him a little buffer on his check.
No.
It's
I'm
up
just
to
gonna
you.
let him do it.
It's up to you. Okay.
No.
We have one head. It's cool.
That's a 14.
14. You're kicking and trying to swim up with this thing, and it's moving slowly, but it's huge.
I'm just gonna grab my spear, jab it into the one head that I pulled off, and then somewhat difficultly start swimming up with my anchor over my shoulder.
All right, you
I
got
offered my tail to help you swim
Oh.
up.
If the
Other shark
shark is
pulls
still
up,
there,
yeah.
I'll swim over to the shark.
And your
Yeah.
shin is screwed up from its rough skin.
it. Yep. And you guys kind of make your way up to the top of the surface of the water.
Knock over that.
I thank the normal for its service, and
and
then dispel it.
you hear shouts from the crew. Is everybody okay? And Dexter's kind of he's holding his wounds a little bit. I'm a little better. This one, the new guy helped me out a little bit.
Go to sleep, Dexter.
Captain.
Have you finished all your chores? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you burned a break.
All right.
Go ahead.
And he goes below deck.
I
So
hand
some
him a
rest
scarf in service. This is a special
It's like a little
scarf.
bronze star.
All right.
Yeah, I origamied it into a star. Here you are. It's like one of those swans they offer you and the towels and you go to the hotels.
Yeah.
You've done well. Here.
Yeah, go get
He
some
takes
sleep.
the scarves and heads on down. But yeah, you guys are all on the deck of the ship once again. Everybody's kind of regrouping. The rest of the people that woke up finally get up here. They didn't really have enough time to get up and get engaged with this, but everybody kind of gives them the information on what just happened, what occurred, and they can see the remnants of the blood in the water behind where the ship has been moving past. Now as the threat has been neutralized.
I want to hoist up one of the heads.
Gleep.
Huzzah!
Gleek's
Flick.
like, ah! As you're hoisting up the...
Huzzah!
They help fight. Make the newbies clean it up.
Make Bailey.
I would
clean
like
it
you
up.
two to go into my quarters and take the moose head off of the mantle, and you may keep that for your quarters. And I want you to attach the Hydra head to the mount instead.
That's gonna stink.
You're giving us the moose head.
I have the moose head. You fought valiantly today.
You are the best captain ever.
I paid way more than it's worth for it, so enjoy it.
Woo! And the goblins like start running down to the quarters. They're like, "Up!" And one of them runs up, picks up the Hydra head. It's still leaking blood all over the deck. It's like,
It's gonna be all over your bed.
Yeah, try and clean it up. Somebody help him.
Wrap it first. It's gonna smell.
Yeah, somebody help him.
They don't know.
Nobody
how to
knows
do
taxidermy.
It's not taxidermy. It's not made of leather. Tegan, go help him.
right away, Cap.
Wouldn't that be taxidermy? What
Yes,
Yeah,
technically,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, technically, I think it'll all be
Fish dermy.
Fish-dermy.
Please don't let that
Pescodermy.
rot on the boat.
It's not gonna rot. They're gonna make it nice.
All right, well.
Copper holds up the one through. I'm gonna cook this one.
How many do we have?
2. Copper popped one off underwater and brought it up still in the
Oh, right.
spear.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
job.
Would have brought it more, but it was heavy.
If you ever get a horse, you can attach it to the side.
I think it's further up.
It's all the way at the head. Well, that was something. You'd think the Mariners Guild would have warned us of a Hydra.
Maybe they didn't know a Hydra was in the water. Maybe
Well,
none of them have ever.
Now there's a death Hydra in the water.
Well,
Good
true.
job, team. That
You're
was-
not wrong.
I mean, Elida being awake and up, perhaps maybe we can mark the spot on the map.
That'd be a good
Wow, that's
That way, if
Well,
anything
do we
ever
need
happens
to-
again, we can at least pass it on to the Mariners Guild, right?
Which may have had
pretty
babies.
respectable ship.
Yes,
It may have had babies.
I hear hydras lay hundreds of eggs.
Is that true?
No idea.
It's true.
But I hate
Oh, who told me that?
I didn't hear that. I didn't say that any. Yeah, it was a lie. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I
You
don't
said
know.
it the end the other
I
night.
don't know anything about hydras. What did I say last night about hydras? What was I speaking about?
Scratches
Oh, you
is
really-
back there going.
You really gotta stop drinking so much.
I don't do this often, but apparently I don't need to do it at all. And I'm just walking off, scratching my head. How do I know about hydras? Do I know about hydras?
Is there anything like? No, I was gonna say, is there any? Can we salvage any of the scales or anything from where the head came off? But
The ship has been continuously moving.
well, no, I meant from the heads that we have.
You might be able to. They're not. It's not like a dragon, so
Right.
it's. This is more in comparison to like smaller snake-like scales than it is, or like a dragon's larger scales would be. Cool.
Worthless.
Yeah.
Copper's sitting off the side of the boat, just sort of trying to scale it like you would a fish before you.
Yeah, you can fillet it.
dead.
You're peeling it off.
You can do that.
And Lida just
Take
says,
copies.
we'll continue the course and we'll just mark this place on the map so that way we can pass this information on to
Make it sound really scary, like Hydra breeding grounds.
Hydra breeding grounds with thousands of eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In parentheses, with thousands of
In
eggs.
parentheses.
Make it a W and a slash though, because we don't want to take up too many spots.
W and a slash.
Yeah, slash.
How big are those
Let me
teeth?
take that. W slash.
Compasses.
Thousands of eggs.
No. I was gonna hold up the head. How big are the teeth?
It's strange. They're more like a snake. So it's more like fangs.
And they'd be hollow and thin.
Yeah, they're real fragile.
Ew.
So
Oh my god, we
Dagger
can make
out of
drinking
you think
cups
maybe
out
the
of
only
it.
thing
I was gonna
that
make
gave
a
it strength
dagger
was the
out of
fact
it.
that it was alive, but if it's dead, these teeth are probably going to get really fragile and brittle and probably break if you try to do too
Would
much
they be
with
like glass?
it. Similar, yeah.
Could we
You
make
might-
What?
drinking horns out of them?
You could try.
I'm not
I'm
holding
gonna
one.
take one
Okay.
and I'm gonna dry it out and hollow it out.
Copper
I'm
is
gonna
very,
totally
very protective of
Can I
his
take one?
Hydra head.
one tooth.
Tooth, yeah.
How about
Take
two?
it.
And I'll make you a drinking horn.
Give it to her. She was asking about the teeth.
It's fine.
You
I
want
wanted a cool dagger, but I think it'd break.
Well, you can
Didn't we
have the
find the
dagger
dagger?
I found yesterday or the other day. It's got walrus skin on it. Whalebone. It's a whalebone dagger. Does that sound good? All right, you can have that. Take my whalebone dagger. It was Ozzy's.
Copper's
Hey,
gonna
how
pull
is
the
Ozzy?
jaws out.
cool.
Have we checked on Ozzy? Is anybody feeding
I
Ozzy?
checked on him.
Is he still in the bag?
I gagged him when he was tied up when I was drinking the other night.
Tegan said, "Cat, I gave him a little bit of bread."
That's enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured you'd want to feed him. I didn't know I was going to starve him.
No, that's yeah. That's,
I thought it was kind of implied. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
You did good. You did good. Okay. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure he wasn't.
I mean, I just gave him a little bit because I know that's for the crew, you know?
Right.
So,
He's not crew.
that doesn't count.
He needs to eat to live.
Right, that's why I gave him
We
bread.
don't start.
Just
No,
bread?
Well, I can give him something else if you want, Captain. I mean,
Like some jerky?
Some water.
some
some
I will.
water.
Right.
And a
Good
and
thinking.
a bucket
Not
to poop
salt
in.
water.
No.
either.
Not
No,
saltwater.
no pooping allowed.
He needs a bucket
Fresh,
to poop
yeah.
in.
We got a few barrels of fresh water. I can handle that.
But
Yeah, I'll take care of that right now, Captain.
Okay.
it's like taking care of a baby.
Except the baby has no fingers.
I'll be honest, Captain. I don't have too much experience with babies,
Thank
but
goodness.
I'll do my best.
You have to change his.
If you need help, Captain has lots of experience. You can ask him.
Oh, great! It's good to have a captain with lots of experience.
Turtles lay thousands of eggs.
Turtles lay
I
thousands
thought
of
that was the
eggs?
Hydra.
I thought Hydra.
Oh.
What? So turtles and hydras lay thousands of eggs? You would think if turtles laid thousands of eggs, we'd see more of them, right?
They
Well, problem
eat
is,
each other.
they mate together, and then when the Hydras hatch, they eat the turtles.
So that's what happens to all the turtles.
Yep.
Makes
True story.
I walked off.
How do you feel about this conversation?
I'm just gonna let their imaginations run wild.
What's that over there? Run away.
And, so as this day kind of comes to a close, if there's any like epic moments that you guys want to, or if there's anything that anybody wants to discuss with anybody, we have about 10 minutes. I'm going to give you guys a 10-minute RP buffer before we probably going to have to bring this episode to a close.
Do some silly druid.
But if there's
training with-
anybody that wants to take an RP moment with, I would say more so probably not with the NPCs right now because we did a lot of that already. But if you want to talk as a group,
Yeah. Do we need
Each
to
other.
talk
We
about
probably
anything,
need a little
Willow?
powwow here, team.
Do we need to talk about anything, Willow? I mean, Willow.
you don't have to. I'm just saying, giving you guys the opportunity. Or if somebody wants to bring up something else or bring
Is
up.
this after a long rest?
I would say this is probably
This-
before long.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
probably. We're
This,
still probably.
this is going to be before the long rest, but I will count it as a short rest after. So if you need to do anything short rest wise, you can. I'm just going to be honest with you and tell you that there's no other like encounter that's going to happen this day.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're not going to have to worry about short rest.
Okay.
So, Willow, I hope that my actions have shown that my heart is not pure cold iron.
You gave them a moose head, and then you
You
made them
did.
put up a snake head in its place. I mean, that's all you did, man. You just gave them a moose head.
I told
Just
them-
saying. Not my fight, but I'm just saying.
And I told them they did a valiant job today.
You're forgiven.
Pretty weak, but that's fine. I guess. It's fine.
Well, I mean, come on, give Captain a little bit of a break. I mean, they were trying to inhale moose snot. Now they have their own moose head to try to inhale it
But
from.
that's fine. They were having a good time. They were drunk.
At
And
somebody else's expense.
Well, if it was really all that bad, the lady would have come in here and asked for restitution, but she didn't. And, you know.
But she works at a restaurant. Why would she need to ask us about that?
I can't talk to you in this.
Willow,
Leave the goblins alone. Leave Gleep alone.
they're fine. Why
They're
are we
frustrating.
heading here?
Those are my people. They need my help.
Why didn't you just tell us that 3 days ago?
Didn't know if I wanted to tell you.
Just
I
going
don't
through
care
some
who your
things,
people
man.
are. You see my people. I got Marlin. That's my people.
Well, so we're gonna go pick up a bunch of little tiny folk?
Hopefully, yes.
You can fit a lot more halflings on a boat than you can regular people. But so we're going to help your people. Are we going there for any other reason? Are we going to be able to find Bridlestone there? Is that what,
That's what the paper
or a
said.
key?
Says that one key was entrusted to the halflings.
Okay, so if we're going to go do that, I don't think we're going to be able to help your people at the same time.
So, wait a minute, we gotta go through every halfling we find until we find a key?
Possibly.
Okay.
No.
Comic now has the image of just picking up halflings by their ankle and
No, no,
shaking
no,
upside
no,
down.
But-
that's
no
not-
key.
Wait. The guy said that a dragon had attacked this place and now
It did.
they're
Wait,
all
what?
running away.
The dragon attacked my village. Killed my father. My mom's gone. I have to help them. I can't leave them there.
Okay. Well, see, happy to help in this situation. That sounds awful. Are we good? Can we help? We'll go help Willow's
Well,
family.
you don't have a village or family. That's what you said.
Didn't
You-
remember. Do now.
Got hit in the head really hard?
She was chewing on that Hydra. Hydra blood makes you remember things.
Oh.
Copic.
Tell him about the owl.
Hide your blood. Makes you remember things.
No.
You're
That's
gonna shout to
not.
all the halflings. Give me more money.
You made me remember.
What?
When you read the paper, my last name was on it. My real last name.
I have healing powers.
Just say,
I'm just gonna give it to him this time. I mean, just,
yeah, you have healing powers, Copy.
yeah. Thanks, Kopic. I appreciate you. You gave me my memory back.
Albert just sort of sits down and just.
One level in cleric.
Copic, in your mind, you're just thinking, wow,
I'm
Baron
awesome.
is going to be so proud of me. And everything.
God.
So we go to your village, or what's left of your village, and help whoever we can find.
I don't even know if we can make it to the village.
And somebody in your
The
village has
dragon's
this
trying
key.
to take over. I don't know. I've never. The key's not the bridal stone. The key's something
Are
else
we
that I've
ready?
probably never heard of. Correct.
The key is one of the things to open up the box.
Yes.
Right?
You would know
I would.
that the key that was entrusted to your halflings
Mm-hmm.
had been missing for a while.
Gotcha.
It got lost in some of the generations prior to
Mhm.
this. And one thing that the Night Gliders would do within all their other duties
Try to find
is
it.
try to find it.
Gotcha.
But they never did. So that's why when your father was dying, one of the last things he said was, find the key.
Yep.
Are we ready to go there? Because if the dragon, if this is Crustiel, Greasiel, Creasy,
It's not.
Crusty.
This dragon.
It's
This
a
isn't
different-
a skeletal dragon. What color was it? This dragon comes from the desert nearby.
Mhm.
She's
Okay.
real mean too.
So okay,
Oh,
as
I
long as
don't
she's the
want-
craziest.
She's blue.
She's
It's
blue.
a big blue dragon.
Okay.
So, I don't know if we're ready to fight a big, huge dragon, unless we bring the whole crew with us.
But I can't leave my people there. You heard what
Right.
Major Ursa said.
The
We
other,
at least need to get them away.
we could.
Not make them sit there and starve to try to earn money to get away and be safe.
This pains me to say it, but we could get off the boat and let everybody in your village that you know get on our boat, and our crew can take them somewhere and come back for us. It would hurt to see the Emerald Fate go somewhere and me not know when it's coming back, but that's
Don't you mean if it's coming back?
If
correct. Especially if they run into another Hydra. I mean, they could sail along trade routes and things to keep safe.
Does that keep them safe?
take them to Westbridge.
They could go all the way up the. Well, they'd have to go past Verdun.
I have to go a long way then.
I
Copic,
with
you
my
would know
people.
that they would be welcome in Westbridge if you could get them there.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Baron will take them.
I just can't leave them in danger.
I don't know.
So
how
they
much-
gotta stay with us then, because you'd be in danger anyway.
I know.
And you look at back Westbridge, we had this crazy lunatic of a woman attacking townsfolk over a couple of gold.
Hey,
My
Hey.
people
Shots
don't know
fired.
anything of the real world.
I mean, we're not a ferry service. We can't just
But I
stop
can't
what we're
leave
doing.
them there.
Right, but we can't stop what we're doing because the importance of what we're doing.
what if we could secure travel for them?
That's what I was
That
saying.
would
Take
be
the boat.
fine.
So if we could just
I
pay
just
for a boat
we've
to take
got
them.
to get them away, somewhere safe. We can pay for a boat for them. We can get them.
Well,
some
first let's
passage.
find them, and
That's a
then
good
we'll
thing.
worry about
And
getting them out of there.
I can meet, hopefully, if they're alive, I can meet with the rest of the Night Gliders, and maybe they've found the key, maybe they've heard of new rumors. That was our job. We were looking for the key. We never found it. But honestly, I don't even know how long it's been since I've been away. How long has it been?
You could be
It's
600 years old.
It's
Who
all blurred
knows?
together.
Do people live that long?
It would
I
be
don't know.
hard. It would be
Yeah.
hard. Like you get the idea
I think
that
they
it
live as
may
long as
have been
humans.
from the time that all this happened to the time that you ended up in Westbridge, could have been anywhere between a month or two.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't super
It's-
long, but I didn't
It wasn't
know
super
exactly
long,
what
but it
was.
wasn't like 2
It
days.
hasn't been a couple
yeah,
days,
it's
yeah.
just a couple days, but because there's some of that time where you kind of blacked out.
Mhm.
You don't know how
It's
long
real
you blacked
hazy.
out for.
Mhm.
So
Okay, well, we'll go find your people.
That sounds a lot more important than finding a scar.
We can do that.
Can we at least,
Well, but like you have people that are alive, and like there's a time limit on that.
Some people call those side quests. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
I think that's what that's called.
Yeah.
We can do the side quest later.
Yeah.
seems that we have broken the fourth wall.
So we'll go find your people, and then find a way to keep them safe, while also finding Aki.
Who's Aki?
Your brother.
I have a brother?
Yes.
Kopik and Haki.
I can't
Whoa.
think about that for a
Does he have magical healing powers too?
I
Not
don't know.
yet.
Maybe you have to talk to him.
Comic just turns and literally just walks away, just like rubbing his head a little bit. I have family.
Well, we've got 21 more days of travel. 20 days of travel. So let's start thinking of ways we can pack people onto this boat. We'll tell the crew to look out for any bigger boats. I don't want to like murder people to steal their boat, especially if they're your people trying to get away. You know what I mean? But trying to be the good guy here. Maybe we'll make some money. But we'll definitely help your people. We're here for you.
And as that last phrase sinks into Willow's mind, Obu and Kopik looking on, you guys all kind of gathered in the captain's quarters having this conversation. The camera pans back out, seeing the Emerald Fate continuing to sail into the distant sunset as it makes its way towards its destination.
Beautiful.
And that's where we'll end tonight's episode of Dirty 20.
Sweet.